It's day 271 of my inventory transformation. This is the start of the 10th month, so that means we have about 3 months left of this inventory transformation. The Halloween event just started in adoptme, so I know I'm a little bit behind, but that's what's going on in adoptme right now. I absolutely love any event that's going on in adoptme because it's a great time to get free pets. And you guys know me, I am a huge grinder, so I'm always grinding whatever it is that I need to get the candy. For the Halloween event or whatever it is, Summerfest or the Christmas event. Alright, well let me show you my inventory so far after 9 months. It looks like I have 2 alicorns, so I'd like to get 2 more so I can make a neon to be able to trade. If you checked out my pet pen when I first logged in, I actually just have to age up a chameleon one, the last one, just a little bit more, and I can actually make a neon chameleon. The chameleons are one of my favorite pets, and I really want a mega on my main account, so that's kind of what I'm working towards. And also, I have 16 of the coconut friends. I'd love to finish up that mega. I'm also working on those munchkin cats, so I can have a neon munchkin cat. And it looks like I'm ready to make that second neon sweetheart rat, so I can work on that mega. Oh my gosh, guys, I have so many pets to age up. And I also really want to work on those island tarsiers, so that I can get those aged up and actually make that mega. I know that the value of the kitty bat actually went down in adoptme, but of course I'm going to try to get them. They're legendary. I think they're so cute, and I think the value is going to go up, but it just might take it a while, I don't know, 6 months to a year. So my advice, if you have a kitty bat, is to hang on to it. And seriously, what is wrong with everybody? Why do they not like the kitty bat? Why would the value of this pet go down? It is so cute. In fact, I might just go out and try to offer for all the kitty bats, so I'm the only one that has kitty bats in the game. Just kidding, but if you have a kitty bat, can you comment down below if you like it or not? So you guys know I'm working on making this mega coconut friend. I think it's so cute. I am not trading this one away. And I think after I make this one, this will just be my second coconut friend or second neon coconut friend. So I still have 2 more to actually make and then age those up before I can make that mega. Obviously, the coconut friends take forever because they're legendary, so thank goodness for this pet pen. I would say most of the time I just have 1 or 2 of the coconut friends actually in my pet pen so I can age up other pets too, but I do want to get this mega made. And this is just a really unique pet. I don't know, it's really cute. Okay, so now that I have this pet pen, I am aging up pets so much quicker, so let me go through my inventory and see what else I can make neon at this time. Oh yeah, I already told you guys I'm ready to make that second neon sweetheart rat. At first, I definitely wanted to hold on to the mega when I get it finished, but now I'm not sure. I mean, I kind of think the value is going to go up on it, but I don't think I love it as much as I did when I started making this pet. But anyways, I am working on that mega, so let's go ahead and make this second neon sweetheart rat. Okay, so as soon as I get done making this, I just want to show you guys what I don't like about it. Look how it moves. I don't know, it's just kind of strange. It just bobs back and forth too fast or something. I don't know, but it is still a really cute pet. And I also really like the color of it already, that it's pink. So this whole day I was trying to grind and make this chameleon because I really wanted to make it full grown. It is so close so that I can actually make that neon chameleon. And I'll have another neon legendary in my inventory. I told you guys that I really want to make a mega chameleon on my main account, and so this neon would be really helpful, but I guess I would trade it away if we got something good for it. So I will probably put it on my profile for trade. It just doesn't really seem like people like the chameleon as much as I do, and it is absolutely fine with me if people don't like the chameleon or they don't like the same pet that I like, because it just means that that pet is easier to get. And I especially like the chameleon when you can ride it because it makes it a lot bigger. I don't know, I just really love the chameleons. Is there a pet that you feel like other people don't like as much as you do, but you just love it? Can you comment that down below so I know what it is? Maybe people will comment back to you and you'll realize that a lot more people like whatever that pet is than you actually thought. I know, of course, I go by values when I trade and stuff, but I also go by happy values a little bit, which I guess makes me an even pickier trader than usual. I mean, who doesn't just love this? I love the glow of it and I love like the shapes on it and stuff. Okay, well, let's get to trading. Guys, I think a lot of you guys are going to think that this was a really bad trade. So this person wanted to offer for my Royal Palace Spaniel. I do love these and I would love to have a mega. But at the same time, like, I don't know, like, I haven't really been looking for them. I don't know. It's just one of those pets. Like, I absolutely love the Royal Palace Spaniel, but I think I'm ready to, like, let it go. At first, this person offered me this sun glider, and you guys know that I traded away a neon sun glider that I also wanted to make a mega, and I traded that away for that neon gold horn. I was like, I don't really want to trade my Royal Palace Spaniel for this. So then I asked them if they had anything else, and guys, they put in a snow owl, and I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but I don't know. I think they're kind of growing on me, if that makes any sense. And I kind of thought, you know, getting like 4 snow owls is going to be a whole lot easier than getting like 4 Royal Palace Spaniels to make a neon. And I don't know, I'm starting to really like this snow owl. I like the design on it, I guess, and I think it'll look like really cute as a neon, and I'm kind of thinking like, I don't know, maybe I can make a mega too. On Elfbred, it actually said that this was a win trade for me, but I think that Elfbred is wrong and that it was a lose trade for me, but I was okay with it because of happy values. So I don't know. I mean, Elfbred is saying that the Royal Palace Spaniel isn't worth as much as the Snow Owl, and I just don't think that's true. But I mean, I guess it's also saying that they're pretty close in value, so it's just not that big of a deal. And I just decided like, yeah, I like that snow owl and I think I'm going to go ahead and go through with this trade. Have I ever told you guys that when an event starts, the trading goes like really downhill? This was only my second trade of the day and actually the only 2 trades I got the whole time, like this first day. So this person asked if they could offer for my fly potion. Then they put in this neon patchy bear and a neon beluga whale, which I think those are so cute. And also this neon ride blossom snake, which guys, I'm absolutely in love with the blossom snake. I don't know, I just think it's the coolest snake that's actually in the game. Well, maybe that one or the nebula snake, because I really like that one too. So anyways, I just let this person add and I was kind of going to see if they were going to add any more, and then I went back to chat and they declined the trade. So I'm not exactly sure like what happened or anything like that, but let's go on to the next day. I guess I had all coconut friends in my pet pens, especially overnight. It's nice to put like legendaries in there, but I just want to get this thing made. But like I said before, like sometimes I'll take them out of there so I can work on other pets, so I can get some like just regular neons made, like that are lower in rarity, and that'll just like go a lot faster. So at this point, like the Halloween event just started like not that long ago, and I've kind of been obsessed with these kitty bats and the fact that you can actually get them for free. So I'd say that's mainly like where I hung out like pretty much the whole Halloween event, and that's where I set up like my trading stand and my cotton candy stand. It looks like I'm ready to make another neon coconut friend, and I know you guys are like, what? Are you kidding me? But I already told you, first of all, I don't play every single day on AdoptMe, but second of all, I also check my pet pens like throughout the day if I can. And especially this account and then my main account, like I check those probably like a lot, because really all I do is just like log in and then I check my lure and I check my pet pens and then I log back out. So that's my third neon coconut friend. Now I just need to make one more before I can make that mega. I have this person trade me like right in the middle of making this neon and then they declined. I always think that's like really strange. They didn't trade me through my trading stand because like no pet popped up. But like, why are you going to trade someone when they're making a neon or a mega? All right, so I also had like one more munchkin friend to age up before I can make that neon. So let's go ahead and make my first neon munchkin cat. At the time of recording this, like doing the voiceover for this munchkin cat, the value of it has gone up so much. And I only wish that when they first came out, I would have got a bunch of them and made a bunch of neons and megas to trade. But I didn't, because it can be really hard to predict like which animals or which pets are going to be like really popular and the value is going to shoot up and which are not. But I'm just going to be happy that I actually had enough to make this neon to keep. This Munchkin cat is really cute, but I kind of wish that it was different colors. And I always say that, but like I would probably be upset with AdoptMe if like every pet was pink. I don't know. Okay guys, seriously, I got 0 trades for that day. I'm telling you, these events like ruin the trading. And I just kind of feel like also I haven't been like looking for anything like very specific. So I don't know. I think I do better trading when I'm like on the hunt for like a certain pet. Well, it's a new day, so hopefully I'll get some good trades today. I did get this age up potion, which is super awesome, and I haven't been using my age up potion since I have the pet pens, because really I'm just trying to save them up, I guess. So I tried this costume party game and I'm just curious like if you guys liked this one or not. I have to say that I really loved all the games like during the Halloween event, but I just had like a really hard time with this costume party, like knowing if I was going to get like voted in or not. I think I got better with it like over time, but I was kind of annoyed because something that I would be looking for, like to dress up my pet, like wouldn't be there. And I really felt like people, I don't even know like what they were voting for. I will tell you that dressing up a butterfly like I'm doing right now, like even though it's like a really pretty butterfly, it like just is really hard to dress up a butterfly to look good because everything just is like super tiny on the butterfly. But I played a lot of the Hauntlet. I really liked that game, but it took up like a lot of time. And I liked the costume party because it didn't take up that much time. Well, I didn't win any awards, but I did get the participation, I guess, which everybody gets. And after that costume party, I got this trade. This person wanted to offer for my pink shoes. And what are the pink shoes worth? I mean, it's anybody's guess, really. The pink shoes are just worth like whatever you can get for them. So I'm going to take like anything this person's going to offer. Okay, well that is not entirely true because I don't really like vehicles. I'm really not that into pet wear unless it's like super duper cute and I don't have it. So I'm really hoping that this person will trade me a pet and a really cute pet. So the first pet that they added in was this lunar white tiger. I really do think that pet is cute, like as a neon or a mega, but I think we could probably do better. The next pet they added in was a swordfish, and then they added in a pine marten, and I'm not like a huge fan of either one of those. So I decided to check out their profile just to see if they had any pets that I was maybe like looking for. So when I looked at their profile, they have some cute pets, but nothing that I necessarily like have to have. So I just decided to ask them if they could give me some like other choices to pick from. And they had already asked me if any of those would work, but I would just really like to see if there's anything else that I might like better than these 3 pets. And again, I don't really think these pink shoes are worth like a lot. So then they added in like a Persian cat and a toucan, and then they added in a harp seal, and I definitely want that harp seal. And after that, they added a robot. I definitely don't want the robot. And I think I messed up because I said like, would you do the harp seal? And I probably should have just said like harp seal and like left it at that. Well, they said sure, and they accepted the first trade window, but guys, then they declined, so I did not get that harp seal. Okay, well after that, I just really like hung out around the kitty bats. I'm trying to get one. I collected candies. I played a lot of the Hauntlet, and I played a lot of this costume party, and honestly, I mean, I think I got a little bit better, but most of the time I probably just got like a participation award. I don't know. Are people just playing with their friends and just voting their pets, like their friends' pets in? I did a little bit better for the witch and the wizard one. I really liked like this one and then like a silly or like a clown one. I don't know. I just seemed to do better at them. And I think I could do better if I could actually like flip through a page of like actual clothes or like the costume stuff instead of having to run around these things. And then it was kind of weird because some of the like costume stuff wouldn't actually go on some of the pets. Well, here's what my witch or my wizard look like at the very end, and then here are the winners. Okay, the other 2 are definitely better than mine, like even like the costume stuff just like shows up even more than mine does, so we ended up getting 3rd place, or I did, which wasn't that much more than if I would have just got like the participation. Well, let me try again. This one's scary. I put out the Sasquatch, which I think he's already kind of scary. I'm telling you guys, I think this game is rigged. Anyways, I did a pretty good job, and then I think after this one I realized that a lot of times like the neons or the mega pets actually like do better when people vote. And take a look at my Sasquatch when I ended, like this is what it looked like. It's pretty scary, I think. But here's all the winners, and if you guys look, all of their eyes are glowing, which is pretty scary. So again, I just got a participation. Well, I'm ready to make I'm not sure what this is, but I'm ready to make another neon island tarsier. I think there's probably a lot of people out there that have these island tarsiers and that were able to make like neons or megas. But it's still a pretty cool pet, so I'm definitely going to try to make this mega. I will say that I don't love like how the neon looks of this, but I think I'm going to like the mega a lot more. So let me check and see how many of these I have made already. It looks like I have 2 of the neon island tarsiers made already, so I have 2 more if I'm going to make a mega. I think I pretty much played the costume party like every time it popped up. I mean, I tried to do that with like all the games, but not necessarily always the Hauntlet just because it took so long. And sometimes if I would play the Hauntlet, I would miss so much and I wouldn't be able to grind. And then another game would already be starting again. Okay, well, this one is for the costume party is funny, and I kind of felt like I did a good job. Like, I thought mine looked really funny. So here's what it ended up looking like. But again, I just got like the participation. Then I really worked on getting a kitty bat. I wanted to get as many kitty bats as I possibly could, like during the Halloween event. This is the end of day 273. It's day 274 of our inventory transformation. It looks like I'm working on these coconut friends so I can make another neon so I could finish that mega. I really like to have like legendaries or ultra rares in my pet pens and then like age up the other rarities like on my own. At least I always like to try to have like a legendary or ultra rare, especially if I'm going to be like logging off for a long time. But it also just kind of depends on like what neon or mega I'm trying to finish. I had this person trade me, and in the end, all they wanted to know is if I had any unwanted pets that they could have. I told you guys that the trading has gone downhill like so much, like because the Halloween event like started like not that long ago. And I know that I could do like so much better on like a trading server, but I'm really trying to get some of these pets aged up. I really think that once I get like most of my pets like aged up, like I get kind of like caught up, I guess, then I will probably start playing like mostly on the trading servers. And I will say that I am having better luck like on the trading servers when I do go to trade on there. But especially if I'm looking for like something specific, I definitely want to go to the trading servers. Well, let me show you my inventory so far so you guys can see what I'm working with. It looks like I already have 3 neon coconut friends, so I just need to make one more and then age those up before I can make my mega. And I'm also working on that Mega Island Tarsier because I feel like that's one of those megas that's not going to take as long because of the rarity. I can't remember if it's common or uncommon. And then I also have 2 alicorns, so I put that I'm looking for alicorns like in my profile because if I could get 2 more, then I could trade those, or I mean I could make a neon alicorn and then try to trade that. And then of course from past like episodes, you guys know that I have so many pets to age up. So once I get that mega like coconut friend made, I think I'm gonna feel like so much better because that one just takes like forever. And then after I get that mega coconut friend and that mega island tarsier like made, then I don't think that I have 16 of any pet, like any other pets, like to make a mega. And of course the neons like go like a lot quicker. But I do know that I want to make a mega Highland cow and a mega warthog. I just don't have 16 of them at this time. But I do show that I'm looking for them in my profile, and I'm just gonna like go ahead and like age all of those up or try to like keep caught up. Like when I get one, I'm going to try to age it up so that when I finally get them all, it'll hopefully be like, or both of those will hopefully be like really quick megas to make. Oh my gosh, I was so wrong. I actually have a mega like sweetheart rat and a mega wren to make, and both of those are the rare rarities, so hopefully they won't take too long, but man, I have a lot of megas to make. Well, I guess I'm getting a little bit closer. This is our 4th neon coconut friend, so once I age these neons up, I can make that mega and be done with this legendary. And I got those last 4 island tarsiers, I guess they're commons, like aged up, so now I can make this 4th neon. So I'm just getting a little bit closer to having these megas made. I definitely don't want to trade the mega coconut friend because I think it's so cute and I just want to hold on to it because I want a mega coconut friend in my inventory. But after I make this mega island tarsier, I will definitely trade this away if I can get a good offer. If you remember when we made like the other neon island tarsiers, I told you guys I don't really love the color of it, so I'm kind of excited to see what the mega is gonna look like and to see if I like it. Okay, I think I was wrong again. I think this is the 3rd neon island tarsier that I have, so I still have like 4 more island tarsiers to age up before I can make that 4th neon island tarsier. But hopefully they won't take so long since they're commons. And that's exactly what I'm going to work on right now is aging up those island tarsiers. So I haven't been getting very many trades or like any at all, hardly at all. And I had this person trade me like through my trading stand for this golden hamster. I know some people don't like the golden hamster, but I actually like all the golden and diamond hamsters. Or rather, I just like all the hamsters. I just think they're all like really cute. And I realized the other day when you like paint like especially the golden one or the diamond one, it just has this like glisten to it and I just really love it. But I will trade this golden hamster away if I can get a good offer, and I thought this was a really good offer. I love the neon ghost, and I would say that the golden hamster is kind of hard to trade, like not the hardest, but just like kind of hard, and some of these pets are kind of hard to trade, but I really just thought this was a good offer. And of course, this happens like so often. This person got all the way to the end and then they declined the trade. And since that trade had like a ladybug in it, and while I'm recording this, the ladybug is actually leaving the game in like 2 days or 3 days or something like that. So I would love to get your guys' thoughts about the ladybug. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you going to try to get one since it's leaving the game? Or do you think the value will go up since it's leaving the game? I feel like the ladybug has always just been like in the middle, just like a regular ultra rare. It hasn't ever had like super high value. I mean, I don't know, maybe when it first came out, but just like regular value. And I would say that I think it's cute, but it's probably not my favorite pet, but I don't dislike it or anything like that. So can you guys comment down below and let me know what you think? And it's another day in Adopt Me and another day of barely trading at all. I already told you guys that I pretty much camp myself out like with the kitty bats because I love the kitty bats and I want to get as many as possible. I would love to at least make a neon, if not more. I mean, of course I would like to have enough to actually make a mega, but I just don't think that's going to happen because it's kind of hard to get the yarn apples. I did get this trade, and this person was offering for my ancient dragon. The ancient dragon's a legendary. I didn't really feel like that was a great offer, and they ended up declining anyway, so I guess they changed their mind about it. So back to trying to get kitty bats, collecting from that little candy sack over there, and playing all the games so that I can get as many of the candy corn or whatever as I can. I love the events because you can get free pets, but I don't like the events because I just feel like you can't. I don't know why people just don't trade as much during the events. But luckily, I was able to grind on these island tarsiers, so I'm finally able to make that 4th neon island tarsier, so we are so close to making that mega. I like to grind just because I can't hardly stand to have like pets in my inventory that aren't aged up. And you know these pet pens are helping like so much, but I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to get caught up at some point. Because if I was able to get caught up, then I would probably just be able to trade all the time. I'm not sure if I would actually miss the grinding. I mean, it kind of feels like work sometimes. But I also get kind of bored like going to the trading server sometimes and just only trading or waiting for someone to actually trade you. And I do like how they kind of added that thing where you can like switch trading servers, but I don't know why it always like glitches out on me. I mean, sometimes it sends me, but most of the time it says like there was an error or something. Hopefully Adopt Me will get that figured out. And then I'm also a little bit worried about this age verification thing, like not generally like the age verification, but just like how it's going to work with like the trading, if the trading's going to be worse, or is Adopt Me going to put me on a server with like people my own age that I can trade with so I can see chat and talk to them? Because I just don't think that I could trade very well not being able to use chat. I had this person offer for my ride platypus and I really didn't want to trade this pet away, but I just felt like their offer was like really good. Values wise, they were just like really over, but I guess it'll just like come down to like what I can get for these other pets. Can you comment down below and tell me if you would have done that trade or not? It's another day and it looks like all of those neon island tarsiers are aged up, so I'm finally ready to be able to make that mega. I'm just really excited to add a mega for trade in my profile. I of course like aging up pets for myself, but I also really like aging up pets that I can trade just to see what I can get for them. At the end of the day, like when I log off, like when I'm done playing, I'm definitely probably going to put those coconut friends or those neon coconut friends in my trading stand, but while I'm playing, I just want to see if I can get these butterflies aged up so I can make another neon to trade. I'm also really hoping that the trading's gonna pick up today because the trading has just been like absolutely awful since the Halloween event started. It seems like I've gotten some good offers, but then the people just like decline before like we even get to the end of the trade. And although I'm making like neons and megas, I feel like my inventory really hasn't changed much in a long time. And it might be a lucky day for me because I got an age up potion in my lure. I've just been holding on to these age up potions, but I don't know if at some point I will actually use them like just to age up a pet like really quickly or not. So I head to the kitty bats section and I put up my trading stand and my cotton candy stand, just hoping that we will get some good trades. I also, like usually with events, like I will try to like wait until the very end to actually buy the pets just so I can see like how many candies I have to actually spend. And then also just like to see all the pets that are available before I like waste my candies on just like the first week pets or the second week pets. I had this person trade me. They put in this warthog. I'm looking for warthogs and I have like pets that I'm willing to trade for warthogs in my profile. So that's exactly what I asked them, like if they saw anything or if they picked out something for this warthog. I'm not exactly sure how many warthogs I have, but I have like quite a few. And remember, I want to be able to make a mega. Luckily, this person did pick out a pet, like they picked out the emperor shrimp, and I will easily trade that away for this warthog. The warthogs aren't really worth anything. I think in an earlier episode, someone had traded me a neon, and then I traded that neon warthog away, and then I was like, I really think that this pet is cute, and I would love to have a mega. I don't really like the look of the neon because it glows green, but I'm excited to see like what the mega is going to look like. So at this point though, I'm just hoping that this person will actually go through with this trade and that we can find 16 of these warthogs to make a mega. And I'm really happy because this person did actually go through with this trade. Another really good thing with these warthogs is, first of all, they're not worth that much, which is actually better for me because I can get 16 of them and they're uncommon, so they'll be like really quick to age up. Guys, this day is already looking better than the others because I got another trade after that first one. This person just said sea slug, so I guess they want to offer for our sea slug. Remember, this was a Robux pet. And also, I've told you in the past, I don't really know how I feel about this pet. I like that it's different, but that's about it. Like, it's not my favorite pet or anything like that. And because it was like a Robux pet, I really kind of want to hold out for something hopefully pretty good for it. But this person just offered me a Highland cow, which I am looking for, but I just think that the sea slug is probably worth a lot more than this Highland cow. So that's kind of what I told them. Like, I didn't really want to accept the Highland cow for the sea slug, but I did have things in my profile that I was trading for the Highland cow, like really hoping that they could pick out something else. So after I typed that, they went out and looked at my profile, but they actually took the Highland cow like out of the trade window. So I'm guessing they just want to like offer for that sea slug, which is fine because I will trade it. I just don't know like what I'll trade it for. Then this person took like a really long time looking at my profile, and then they came back to chat and they said like, I really don't know what to offer for this because I don't know the value. And then before I could say like anything else or like ask them if I could offer for that Highland cow, they just declined the trade. I think I have like one neon Highland cow and then one regular like Highland cow, so I have a long ways to go before I'm going to get 16 to make a mega. After that, I had this person offer for my neon Glormy Dolphin. I do think that this is so cute. I love it as a neon, and their offer was like actually really good. A neon Ride Bee, a neon Happy Duckling, a neon Snowcat, and know that this person actually offered for this neon Glormy Dolphin through my trading stand, so they knew what they were offering for. And I really wanted to take them up on this offer. I really wanted this trade to go through, and guys, of course, they declined at the last minute. I'm disappointed that that trade didn't go through, but guys, I'm so excited that the trading seems to be like back to normal. Or maybe it's just like a really good day. So this person offered for my neon hammerhead shark. They put in some cute pets, but none of them are really worth anything. Not that the hammerhead sharks are like worth anything, but all of their pets are just like pretty easy to get, and I don't know. I would just rather have a neon, so I told them no thank you. And then I aged up enough of these blue butterflies to be able to make a neon to have to trade. I think this is like my 37th like blue butterfly that I've made neon. Of course, I'm just kidding, but guys, I have made so many of these neon blue butterflies. But as long as people are actually trading for them and I'm getting pretty good offers for them, I'll keep making them because they're so easy and quick. I absolutely love all the butterflies. In fact, I would love to do a trading challenge where I just try to get butterflies. I think it would be so fun, and I'd be so excited at the end because I would have like a bunch of butterflies. I actually already have like a bunch of butterflies on my main account, but just like not near enough, especially like the really good butterflies. That's what I really need. I know I always seem to do like a couple different pets when I come to the Neon Cave, but I kind of like to save them up so I can do them like all at once. I'm ready to make this Mega Island Tarsier. Guys, I can't wait to see what this is going to look like. And again, I'm definitely going to trade this one away, so I'm hoping that I can get something pretty good for it. I think this is one of those pets that like on my main account, I just have so many of them, so that is why I am definitely okay with like trading away a Mega that I make on this account. And here we go. Let's see what this thing is going to look like when it's done. I think I'm not crazy about the yellow color of the body, so I might have to go and like paint it and just see what it's going to turn out like. I love watching like megas be made in the neon cave because it just looks so cool. I love how they've done that. It's like a color explosion for sure. Oh yes, I don't think that there's any mega that I really like dislike, but again, I think that this would be so cute if I painted it and then the mega glow was still like coming through. I find when I go to like paint my pets, I always end up painting them like either red or pink. And I never feel like I have like enough choices in colors. So I'm hoping that adoptme comes out with like a whole lot more like paint colors. I would love if they would do like the color selector, kind of like they do when you're decorating your house, how you can pick like whatever color you want. But I don't think that they're going to do that because it seems like they're just like selling the colors and then coming out with different ones like for different events, which I do try to like buy all of them, but I don't have all of them on like every account. This is the end of day 278. It's day 279 of our inventory transformation. It's my first trade of the day, and this person put in an eggnog dog and then an undead elk. And then they asked if I had an offer, which, guys, I really just don't have an offer for them. It's not that I dislike either one of these pets. In fact, I think a lot of people really love that eggnog dog. I think people would get better offers for their pets if they actually found someone in their profile they were looking for the specific pets that they were trading and then asked them to offer. Next, I had this person trade me. They asked me if they could offer for my prismatic butterfly because I do have it in my profile for trade. You all know I absolutely love that butterfly because I love all the butterflies, but especially the prismatic. Right now, I think I have 2 neons and then 2 regulars, and I would love to make like a mega. But I think at this point, for the right offer, I would definitely trade it and then just try to get more prismatic butterflies later. I'm hoping that they have like a really good offer, otherwise I'm definitely going to decline. And the first pet that they added in was an alicorn. I do like the alicorns, guys, but it's like way under for this prismatic. Then they added in a dodo. At first, I think I kind of thought that they were adding all these pets like for the prismatic, but then I realized that they're just like maybe adding choices. So let's see what they're going to add. They added this golden king penguin, then this influencer gibbon, and then a squid. Then a royal capuchin monkey, which I actually love those. I have a mega on my main account, but I don't really need any more. And then they added in this quetzalcoatl. At least all of these are legendary pets. And then they added in the green-chested pheasant. And then they said, any you like? And I would say that I like a lot of these. I just don't like any of them as much as I like the prismatic butterfly. And some of them are like really hard to trade. Like this next one they added, which is the golden walrus. I'm not sure why all of these are hard to trade because some of them are like super cute, but in the end, I just told them no thank you. I'm actually super excited today because it seems like I'm getting a lot of trades even if none of them are going through. Next, I had this person trade me. They asked me if they could offer for my ride potion. Then they actually took like the absolute longest time possible. I mean, not really, but guys, they took a really long time like adding like what pets. Maybe they just knew that they wanted a ride potion and they weren't exactly sure like what they were going to offer. But the first pet that they offered was the green Amazon, and it was ride, but still it was really under for this ride potion. And then they added in a zombie chick, which isn't worth like anything. So their offer was just so under. So I just told them, sorry, no, thank you. So I thought the trading had gotten better, but guys, those were the only 3 offers that I got, or the only 3 trades that I got that whole day. So on to the next day. It's a really good day in adoptme when you go to your pet pens and all your pets are fully aged up. That means that I'll be able to make another neon and have it to trade. And then I decided to add these neon coconut friends so I can try to get those aged up because we just have to age those up before we actually finish that mega. And let's not forget to check our lure. And guys, I was so excited. I got another age up potion. Honestly, age up potions and pets are the best and sometimes the bucks, but like only one time in all the times that I've ever logged into accounts have I ever got like the 10,000 bucks. And the other day, for the very first time, I actually got a frostbite bear out of my lure on one of my alt accounts. And guys, that pet is so cute. I think it's one of my new favorite pets. So then I had that person offering for my Neon 2025 birthday butterfly, and they offered me all those yarn apples, but I really just didn't want to take that for that Neon. Then values-wise, this was actually an amazing offer for this 2025 birthday butterfly. Guys, they offered me this Neon Scarecrow Bear. And I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but they are pretty old, and this one's already in neon, and there probably aren't that many out there. And then they added in this golden rat, which I would have definitely just done it for the golden rat. I couldn't believe they actually went through with this trade. Finally, I got like such a good trade, guys. It's been a really long time. All right, I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this trade. This is actually the same person that traded us, and we just got that really good offer for that Neon. They put in all these scarecrows and then these scarecrow horses, and there were 4 of them, so I can make a Neon of each one of them. I don't know. I'm sure like a bunch of you wouldn't have done this trade, but guys, I was thinking like this ancient dragon is like really easy to get if I wanted to nether one. But in order to get 4 of each one of these other pets, I probably would have to do like a lot of different trades. And it's honestly not because I was really looking for these. In fact, I would say the scarecrows aren't my favorite, but guys, I did go through with this trade because when I looked it up on values, as far as those pets being neons, they were actually over for the ancient dragon. I mean, on Elfbred, they were actually over even if all those pets weren't neons. So I just went through with that trade. And I didn't want to forget to go make these amber butterflies neon. Remember, I just got them out of my pet pen at the beginning of this day, and I'm not planning on holding on to this neon. I'm definitely going to trade it, or I hope I can trade it for something good. These butterflies, like the amber one and the blue one and some of the other ones, like they don't look like amazing as neons, but they would look really cool as megas. But I am just really excited to have another neon for trade in my profile. I was really excited about this next trade too. This person put in this chilling spider, which I think is pretty cute. Remember, at the time of me actually recording this, those chilling spiders were just coming out. You could just get the spider boxes. And this person asked me if they could offer for my corgi. It's not that I dislike the corgi, it's just that like they're really hard to trade, I guess. It's probably like a really cute pet if it was mega, and it would be like a really easy one to make because you could easily get them. But I will definitely trade mine away because I'm not trying to make a mega, and I got this chilling spider and I just think it's so cute. So I was so happy with this trade, and finally I feel like I'm getting some good trades. So it's been a while since I've showed you my inventory. So let's take a look. I have a lot of really good pets, and I'm hoping to add some pets, especially start looking for some other pets so that I can make some more neons to be able to trade. Like I just need like one more Anza and I can make a neon. I mean, I do have a mega Anza, but then I'd have a mega and a neon to trade. I would also love to get like 2 more of the snowball pet because I think they're so cute, and I would love to make a neon. Really, I'm always just like looking through my inventory to see if there's like other pets that I can get so I can make neons to be able to trade. Sometimes I do make megas, but I mean, that's only if I really want to keep the mega or it's just really easy to get all of the pets to make the mega. But otherwise, I'm constantly looking for neons to make. I already told you guys that I worked really hard to get as many of these kitty bats as I possibly could, so I would love for you to comment down below and tell me how many kitty bats you got during the Halloween event. Again, I didn't get too many trades the last day, but we're on to the next day. And this is why doing a challenge for like a really long time is a good idea, because sometimes you just don't get good trades. And in order to get a good inventory, you really have to play like a lot. Not like a lot every day, and you don't even have to play every day. But you really shouldn't expect to have a really good inventory if you never play Adopt Me. Okay, well, we got another trade. This person wanted to know what I wanted for my temple friend. I do like this pet. It's a legendary. It's still in the game, but it's not my absolute favorite, and I will definitely trade them away. Plus I have 2, so no big deal. So since they asked, I went out to check out their profile. This person has some really cute pets, but I really didn't see anything that I like had to have. So I went back to chat and just asked them if they could give me some choices. Sometimes this is the best thing to do, especially if somebody's looking for something, because sometimes they will overpay and you won't know if they don't give you options. And as soon as this person started adding in their options, I felt like they were definitely probably like okay with overpaying for this temple friend. I'm not really sure why, because I feel like you could probably get the temple friends for like just a regular legendary. The first pet that they added in was this neon flyride cobra, and honestly, I was thinking about making a mega one of these on my main. And I love that this cobra is actually flyride because it just looks so much cooler than when, like, if you're riding it, than if it's just like standing next to you. Then they added in this flyride golem, and then a neon flyride hydra. And I think that that pet's probably really cool as a neon. Honestly, when they put all these in, I wouldn't say like any of them are my favorite, but it's not that big of a deal because the temple friend's not my favorite either. I would say that of all these pets, the burning bunny is probably my favorite, and I have a mega on my main account. I definitely don't need one, and I feel like maybe it's under for this temple friend, but I'm not exactly sure. But since I know that the top 3 pets are actually over for the temple friend, I'm hoping that I get one of those. And I know that none of them are my favorite, but hopefully they won't be too hard to trade. But I felt really guilty knowing how over they were over for this temple friend. I told them that I liked all of them, but probably not the neon sloth and the Baku. And then I said, I feel really bad because I know the top 3 are like over for this. And since I knew I had 2 of them, I was kind of willing to trade like both of them if they were going to give me one of those pets. But then eventually they said that they didn't mind being over because they really didn't like any of those pets. Okay, I don't know if it was the best pick, but I decided to pick the neon flyride cobra. Now looking back on this, I kind of feel like I should have picked the hydra because I think a lot of people like the hydra. But I guess we'll just see how hard this neon flyride cobra is to trade. Hopefully, since it's a neon, it's a legendary, it's flyride, it won't be too hard to trade, but I guess time will only tell. But really, no matter if this is hard to trade or not, guys, this was like a really good trade. And I might just hold on to that cobra and add it to my main account so that I can work on making a mega. Because now it'll be a flyride mega. Okay, well, on to the next trade. Remember how I want to make that mega warthog? I'm looking for warthogs. And in my profile, I have pets that I'm trading for warthogs. I had this person trade me. They asked me if I just needed the 1. So I went and checked, and I actually need 10 of them. Well, 10 of them if I want to make a mega. But this person did have 2 of them, so that's awesome. So then I asked them if they picked out anything from my profile that they wanted for them. I think they must have already checked out my profile because they decided that they didn't want a pet, but they asked me if I would trade petware. I will definitely trade petware for pets. I would rather trade petware for pets instead of petware for petware. And I don't really have anything like really good as far as petware goes on this account, or at least I don't think so. So the first thing they picked out was the pearl necklace, and if you guys remember, I actually got a bunch of these from the accessories shop. I felt like it was definitely going to be one of those petwares that a lot of people would want, but then they asked me if I would do the heart bow for it, and I really don't want to trade that one. And the reason is because it came out during the Valentine's last year, and I'm not sure exactly what it's worth, if it's worth like a lot or anything. But I do have a lot of people try to trade me like on my main account for that heart bow. So I really want to hold on to it if I can. So I asked them if they picked out anything else. After I told them that I didn't want to trade the heart bow for this pet, I kind of thought that they would probably take one of those warthogs out. But luckily they didn't. They asked me if I would trade the purple glasses that I had. And these are another one of those petwares that I got from the accessory shop. I try to remember to check the accessory shop like every 3 days because that's when the petware actually changes. I don't always remember, but sometimes you get really lucky and they have like something really good that you can buy in there. Anyways, I was so happy with this trade because I will definitely trade this pearl necklace and these purple glasses for these 2 warthogs. And I think this means that we're able to make 2 neons now, so we just need 8 more before we can make a mega. The further you get into one of these trading challenges, the easier it becomes because the more pets that you're looking for, and also the more pets and stuff you have to trade. And it's so much easier, well, maybe not easier, but it's so much cheaper for me to actually find like 16 warthogs than to trade for like a mega. The same with the Highland cows. Because obviously those Highland cows aren't worth as much when they're just regular, and then when you make them a neon, then they become like worth a lot more. But if I'm able to trade for all 16 of the regular ones, then my mega just doesn't cost me as much. And especially with the pet pins in the game now, guys, you can make a mega like so much faster than you ever could before. I also love that the pet pins, or like over on the side, it actually tells you when some pet is ready in your pet pin. That way you can quickly go to your pet pin and you can age pets up without wasting a bunch of time. I had this person offer for my neon icy porcupine. I think these icy porcupines are so cute. They offered me this kelp raider, this sub-zero scorpion, which I love those. I would love to have a mega one of those. This neon ride zebra, which I could easily make, and a jumping spider. I absolutely love this jumping spider as a neon, but I just decided that I would rather have this neon icy porcupine than these pets. Next, I had this person trade me to offer for my neon fly ride ginger cat. I think the ginger cat is really cute as a neon and a mega. They offered me this mega ride hammerhead shark and I would love to have it, so I accepted. And luckily they went through with this trade. This is the end of day 283. It's day 284 of my inventory transformation. The Halloween event is still going on in AdoptMe. I've started working on these sweetheart rats. I mean, I have a couple of them aged up, but I'm working on them right now. You guys already know I'm trying to get as many kitty bats as I possibly can from this event, and I'm doing this not only on this account, but on all of my accounts. And we've kind of talked about that the kitty bats value is down, but I feel like it's going to go up, and by next Halloween, I really feel like the value is going to go up like a lot. It's my first trade of the day, and this person wants to offer for my neon French bulldog. I, of course, think this French bulldog is so cute, and this one's a neon. And you have to remember that this French bulldog just came out in the game like when I'm recording this, and the value has gone up so much since this trade took place. It's really hard to do when really cute pets come out, like to hold onto them, because everybody wants to offer for them when they first come out. And sometimes when they first come out, the value's like really, really high. And sometimes like these French bulldogs, the value's not so high because everybody's able to get them at that time. But I really try as hard as I can to like hold on to pets like this because I feel like in the future the value is actually going to go up. On my main account, I actually have a really, really good inventory, and this is exactly how I got it. I just hold on to the good pets. I mean, sometimes I trade them for really good offers, but only for like really, really, really good offers. And then just over time, like I've collected so many good pets that are worth a lot just by doing this. But at this time, this person wanted to offer for this neon French bulldog, so I went out to look at their profile to see if they had any pets that I was interested in. This person has some really good pets, and they do exactly what I do, where I have like a bunch of pets that are just not for trade. Although they have a lot of really good pets, I didn't see anything that I just had to have, so I'm going to wait for their offer. And on this person's end, this was actually a really good offer for this French bulldog, especially if they get it. They offered me a mega mouse, which it looks like they're trading me a mega for a neon, so a lot of people will go for this offer. But you just have to remember that this mouse would be so easy to make a mega, especially with the pet pins in the game, that it's just not a good offer. And luckily, I did not take their offer. Oh my gosh, guys, this took so long to age all of these coconut friends up and then all the neon coconut friends up to be able to make this mega coconut friend. I actually really love the coconut friend, even if the value has gone down. Again, I kind of think that this might be one of those pets where the value goes up, and it'll take some time. But I just see the value going up, like, I don't know, maybe in like a year or two. I was actually really lucky, and I have enough coconut friends on my main account to also make a mega, so I might trade this one on this account. But I will only trade it if I get like a really, really good pet for it or good pets for it. And I mean like really high demand. I just love it when I make a mega in the Neon Cave now. How can you not just love this coconut friend? It is just the cutest little thing. And now that it's mega, it's even cuter, I think. I kind of wonder what it would look like painted, but honestly, I really like it just the way it is since it is a coconut. And of course, the Mega Glow just makes it that much cuter. And now I just want to go through my inventory and see if I have any other neons that I can make. I've been working on, like right now, working on a sweetheart rat. I have 2 neons, and then I have 8 more that I need to like age up so that I can make that mega. And it looks like I have 4 snorkels that I can actually make a neon and 4 of those tree frogs that I can make a neon. Neither one of those 2 pets is worth like that much, but I do really like this snorkel as a neon, and I think that I would love the tree frog if it was a mega. And if this snorkel had a higher rarity, say if it was like an ultra rare or a legendary, I really think that this pet would be like a whole lot more popular. It's actually like really, really cute, but I'm going to keep it as a neon because what I found is that the megas are like really, really, really hard to trade. It's really cute painted, and it would be even cuter if it had like stripes or polka dots or something like that, just so you can make it like a lot more colors. And I really don't care if anyone else likes this pet. I really think the snorkels are so cute. And on to the tree frog. Guys, this one's not my favorite, but I really think it's the colors. And like I said before, I think it would be really cool as a mega, even like painted as a mega. And there are so many of these tree frogs in the game that people don't want. I think I'm going to gather some up and make a bunch of megas and paint them different colors because I think that would be like super cute. And no, you don't need to comment down below that you have a bunch of tree frogs for trade because everybody has a bunch of tree frogs for trade. Too bad that this one doesn't completely change colors when you make it a neon. Or wouldn't it be so cool if it kind of like blended into the background, like no matter where you were? How cool would a pet like that be? Maybe adoptme could come up with a new paint color where whatever you paint that pet, like it's going to just blend into the background. I think that would be like super cute. And you could kind of just see like the outline of it. I just spent like a ridiculous amount of time trying to get these kitty bats. I just got another one and let's see like how many I have so far. It looks like I have 5, so at least I can make a neon and let's hope I can get enough to make another neon. I used to never paint the pets, but now that they've come out with like the new way to paint it, I actually like it a whole lot better. I just think it makes it a lot easier to paint pets. So I think I'm going to try to paint this kitty bat and see like what I can come up with. I finally got another trade, guys. The trading is just not good. So this person said 4 hamster. So I usually don't know, are they talking about the regular hamster? Are they talking about the mega hamster? The hamster is another one of those pets. I just love them all. I think they're so cute. And I made this mega hamster and I thought it would be like really easy to trade, but no one wants to give me like a really good offer for it. Okay, well they put in this Highland cow, which I'm looking for. So that obviously means just the regular hamster. It seems like these Highland cows are really hard to get. Like people just really don't want to trade them, even though they're not worth like a lot. This is why you should definitely put a section like on your page if you're looking for a pet, like what you'll trade for it, because it makes these trades like go so easy. All right, well, let me check and see how many Highland cows I have so far. It looks like I have a neon and this makes like 2 more. So I have 6. That means I need 10 more if I want to make a mega. Ooh, and I got another trade. This person wants to offer for my Mega Island Tarsier. I have so many of these on my main account, so I'm happy to trade this Mega. Hopefully we'll get something good. This pet is definitely not one of my favorites. I don't like really dislike it, but I just don't like love it. But I'm excited to trade it just to get something else, like something different in my inventory. This person took a really long time, like even adding, then they went out to my profile to check it out. So let's go check out their profile. Oh, I really like how they did this bottom right-hand corner with that one sticker that you get from like completing the hauntlet. They have a lot of really hard to get pets for their wish list. They have some really cute ones that are not for trade. This Mega Island Tarsier is not worth that much, so I'm not expecting a lot, but I'd rather just kind of see like what they're going to offer me. At first, they put in this neon Abisian cat. I really like the Abisian cats, especially if I can make a mega, because I've already told you guys I really like all the pets that are like completely white or completely black. Most of the time, they're a lot of my favorites. The Mega Island Tarsiers, the Island Tarsiers, there's a lot of them out there, and there are a lot of these Abisian cats out there too. And I went to check and I already have a neon Abisian cat, and I also have another Abisian cat. And I'm not really looking to make a mega. I have enough on my main account to make a mega, so I don't really want to make a mega on this account. And I just kind of don't feel like it's like a pet that a lot of people are looking for. But I guess at the same time, I can't expect like too much from this mega that I have. But really, if I'm going to trade this mega, then I'm hoping to get something that's not like super duper hard to trade. All right, well, let's go see if they added anything to the trade window. They added in this neon kelp captain or kelp crewmate. I don't think I've seen anybody like looking for those, maybe like the green one, like the legendary one, but that's it. So I'm definitely not interested in getting that neon. They have a neon hammerhead shark. I really think those are super duper cute. I already have a mega, and it looks like I have a neon and a couple other hammerhead sharks that I can make neon. I think it's a really cute pet, so I wouldn't be like against getting another neon because maybe I can make another mega to trade. And I'm looking for warthogs, but I feel like their offer's like really under. But I decided to ask them if they could change that neon kelp crewmate or whatever to the neon Abisian cat. Because like I said, I do think that the megas are pretty cool. So maybe I could start collecting those and make a mega to trade. I think the Mega Abisian cat is the kind of pet that you want to have out so people can see how cute it is. Because I'm not really sure that like there's a bunch of people out there looking for them. Okay, so they did change out that pet, and this is an okay trade. I'm not like super happy about it, but I mean, I guess I'll take it. It looks like I need like 8 more of these warthogs so I can make a mega. You guys know I'm working on that. And now I guess I'll start looking for Abitian cats. Okay, guys, well, I accepted this trade and they actually declined the trade. Why in the world did that trade take so long and then they just declined? Well, I actually think it's a good thing that they declined because, I mean, I really didn't need those pets. I wasn't really gaining like too much from it. And it kind of seems like I was just trying to make the trade work. Maybe it's just because there are no trades. But I actually did get another trade. I had this person trade me. They asked if they could offer for my munchkin cats. Guys, I have a neon munchkin cat and then 2 regular munchkin cats. And this trade kind of goes along with what I was saying like earlier about the French bulldogs. The value of these munchkin cats, because they had just come out, like when I recorded this, aren't worth as much as they are right now. And guys, those munchkin cats, the value of them has gone so high. But this is a very interesting trade and I have a lot to talk about with it. This person also wanted to offer for my sea slug, my alley cat, and to the groundhog. Remember, the sea slug came out during the summer event. It was a Robux pet. And at this very moment, it's worth about a 4 on Elfbred. And then we have the alley cat. You guys know I don't really care for that one. But the value of it has gone up and up and up. And it seems to, for some reason, keep climbing. And then they wanted to offer for the groundhog. The groundhog is so cute. And I'm sure one of you could comment down below and tell me where the groundhog came from because I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. Okay, so the alley cat and the groundhog and the munchkin cats at this point are all like really high demand pets. I'm not really sure about the sea slug, like what the demand on it is, but it was a Robux pet and I don't think that many people bought them, so I don't think that there's that many out there. So that usually means you kind of want to hold on to it because it's rarer than some of the other pets. So let's talk about the Elfbred like values on them. When I'm doing this voiceover, the sea slug is worth about a 4, the alley cat is worth about a 3.75, and the groundhog is worth about a 4.25. So altogether, those 3 top pets are worth about a 12 on Elfbred right now. And not when I recorded this video because the value of the munchkin cat was a lot lower, but now when I'm doing the voiceover on Elfbred, one munchkin cat is actually worth a 2.5. And then a neon munchkin cat is actually worth 11.5. And the value of the munchkin cat just keeps going up and up and up. So who knows like in the future like how much this pet is actually going to be worth. So this trade is actually a perfect example of why you want like in-demand pets and not like low-demand pets. They are going to give me what seems like the most amazing offer, and they are good pets. I mean, they're cute pets. It's just that most of them aren't in like super high demand. There's that mega Abitian cat that I was telling you guys about. This one's Fly Ride. I love it. The rarity on it is rare, I think. But if you look at a bunch of profiles, like I look at everybody's profile, and you guys probably do too, there aren't too many people that are actually saying that they want the Abitian cat. I feel like the Abitian cat kind of falls within the middle. It's not like a bad pet at all. It's just not like a high like dream pet. And again, like I said, it's one of those pets that if you had it out, people would be more likely to want to trade for it because it's that cute. On Elfbred right now, the Mega Abitian cat, if it wasn't Fly Ride, would be worth about a 3.25, and with it being Fly Ride, it's actually worth a 3.75. So it's really about equal to one of those top pets, or close to it anyways. So if you really love like the Abitian cat, it wouldn't be a bad trade for any of those, except that like I talked about, the Abitian cat isn't like high demand like the other pets. Not that the sea slug is, but you know what I mean. And the kitty bats that they added, guys, the value of those just isn't really up there now, but I feel like it will go up. But probably there are less kitty bats than there are munchkin cats, so that's something to think about. I love the flamingos, but everybody doesn't, and the value is really low on them. I also love the nightmare owl, and I'm working on a mega on my main account. But if you look at this, like values-wise, all of their pets, like their whole offer, if they added every single one of those in, if they were willing to trade them, the value would be about equal to the top 3 pets on mine. But as you start looking through their pets, you realize that none of those are like super duper high demand pets, and that's exactly why you wouldn't want to do this trade. It was a really good offer, especially because a lot of people just go off of values. But then also you have to think that happy values kind of play into it as well. And like I love the flamingo, I love the nightmare owl, I actually love the nautilus too. And you guys know I love those kitty bats. And I think that Ghostly Cat will also go up in value. It's like really low right now, but I think it will go up in value, especially by next year, like when Halloween rolls around. And then, like I said, when I recorded this, the Munchkin cats actually had like a much lower value, and now they're like super high. So great offer, but that's exactly why I didn't take it. And I hope I explained that well enough for you guys. On the other side of that, if you would have offered that to someone else and they actually would have gone through with it, like if I would have gone through with that trade, that person would have got like a win-win trade. And you also kind of have to ask yourself, like, would you rather have like a regular, like really good pet, or like a mega of like a mid pet? I mean, it's definitely worth it if it's a pet that you absolutely love, but it's just something to think about. Almost right after that trade, I had this person trade me. They put in this Onza, which I'm actually looking for them. I do have a Mega Onza, but guys, I need one more, and I can actually have another Neon Onza to trade. And then I have a little section that they can pick from, and this person said that they would do it for the Arctic Hare. And this is another example of how it's nice to put that on your profile, like what you'll trade for what you're looking for. So I got my 4th Onza. Now I don't need to be looking for them anymore, and I can work on making a Neon to trade. And then after that trade, I just want to check my inventory so to make sure that I'm right, because I'm going to change my profile, or I'm going to take off that I'm looking for Onzas. And I looked it up, and I do. I have a Mega, and that is the 4th Onza that I need. The other Onzas are already aged up, so I just need to age this one up, and hopefully I can put it in my pet pen and have a Neon to be able to make and trade. After that, I had this person. They asked if they could offer for my Chameleon. I have a Neon Chameleon for trade. I kind of don't want to trade it because I'm working on a Mega on my main and I don't have enough, but at the same time, I will trade it for a good enough offer. They offered a regular Chameleon, which I love, and then a Skelly Rex, which I also love the Skelly Rexes. Are you guys asking like if there's any pets that I actually don't like? I don't know, guys. I think most of the pets on adoptme are cute, and I want to like collect them all. This person kind of acted like they were going to add at some point, but right now they're just like really under, and I love the chameleons, so I really didn't want to take this trade. They said they could add or change, and so I just said like, what else do you have to offer? And then I went to check out their profile. And my guess is they disconnected because it never said that they declined the trade, but the trade just went away. Oh no, I bet they went to the costume party, and I like said no, that I didn't want to go to the costume party because I was in the middle of this trade, so maybe that's what happened. And I totally forgot to like record like my actual inventory so I could show you guys, but I will show you in the next video. This is the end of day 288. It's day 289 of my inventory transformation. If you remember from the last video, I'm actually working on my sweetheart rats. I really want to age all these up so I can make that mega. And it looks like all the pets in my pet pens actually grew up to full grown. And I'm especially excited because 2 of those are legendaries and 2 of those are the sweetheart rats that I'm trying to age up to make that mega. And I'm pretty far away from this, but once I get all these pets aged up and I only have just like a couple more, then I'll probably be spending a lot more time just on the trading servers. And I know I posted on my community tab and I took off a little bit of time and I wasn't actually working on this challenge. So I did work on getting some kitty bats, as many as I possibly could, but I missed a lot of the Halloween event. I mean, of course you guys know me, I logged into this account so that I could check my pet pens and I could check my lure, but I just really didn't have the time to actually play during that time. In fact, this day, I don't even think I got any trades whatsoever, but I did want to log in and I did play a little bit because like I said, I wanted to try to get as many kitty bats as possible. And I also remembered from the last video that I didn't show you guys my inventory, so I want to show you all of my inventory before I buy the pets for the Halloween event. Because you guys know me, I always try to wait till, I try to at least like wait till the end of events like the Christmas event and the Halloween and the summer event to buy those pets. I just really like to see all the pets that I have to choose from, so I want them all to be able to come out in the event and then see how many candies I have to buy, like whatever pets I like. Well, let's take a look at my inventory. I have 2 ride potions and I have 2 fly potions. I already said that I'm working on those sweetheart rats. I'm also trying to get 2 alicorns so I can make a neon alicorn to be able to trade. I was also able to get 8 kitty bats so I can make 2 neons. It looks like one's in my pet pen and then the others are in my inventory, so I'm just working on aging those up. I would love to get more moonbeam butterflies and the prismatic butterflies. I'd love to have a mega of each one of those. A bunch of the pets that I have in my inventory I don't want to trade because guys, I absolutely love them. And mostly I'm just trying to work on getting like a bunch of these aged up because I have a bunch of like 4 of somethings to make neons. And I totally forgot that I have that 4th onset and I need to age that one up so I can make that neon to be able to trade. As I look through my inventory though, I'm like, wow, I have made a lot of neons and megas. And I think that this trading challenge has gone so well. Like, I can't even believe how far I came. Like, guys, this all started with a cat. So if you're watching and you don't have a very good inventory, guys, you can get there. I promise you, you can. Just remember that getting a rich inventory does not happen overnight. It takes time and patience. And really, I think a lot of it is like waiting for the good trades. And talking about like waiting for the good trades, guys, you won't believe one of the trades I get today. It was so awesome. And I remember with the pet that I traded today for that really awesome trade, guys, I remember getting an offer and almost just like settling like the last video. And actually, I got really lucky because that person declined and I'm so happy they did. And it's a new day. I already told you guys that I didn't get any trades that day. And I've already told you guys this in past videos, but I always log in and check my pet pins and my lures. So even if you don't play, you should do that and that will really help with your inventories. Okay, well, let's head to the Halloween wagon or whatever it's called so we can buy some Halloween pets with our candies. I ended up with 247,000 candies on this account, and I already bought a bunch of these Halloween pets on my other alt accounts and my main account. Okay, so obviously I recorded this like a while back, obviously like at the very end of the Halloween event. So just remember that you know the values of these pets now, so it's so easy to be like, I don't know, judgmental of the ones that I actually picked. I would say my favorite thing from the Halloween event was the cryptid for sure. And then guys, I absolutely love the flamingo. I know the value of the flamingo has gone down so much and I'm actually happy about it because I've been trying to get enough to make a mega, at least on my main account. But that was definitely my favorite pet from this event. And then also I bought a bunch of these pets like from my other accounts that I was playing on. So I really don't have like that much candies to spend because everything's so expensive. Then I also bought one of these ghostly cats because I think it's pretty cute. And of course the value of a lot of these pets has gone down since the Halloween event, but by the time Halloween rolls around like next year, these pets will go back up in value. And if you remember from the Halloween this year, like a lot of the pets from last year were actually being traded for a lot of overpays. Because during Halloween, all the past like Halloween pets or like a lot of them, actually their value like rises during that time. So just remember that if you do have Halloween pets from this year. And then I bought an II because I didn't have like hardly any candies, but I wanted to try to spend as many as I could. I really only logged in this day because I needed to spend my candies and I didn't want to lose them. So I didn't get any trades, but here's another day. And this day I did get some really awesome trades. I'm still working on aging up those sweetheart rats and I finally put that onset in my pet pen so I can age that up so I can make that neon. And if you guys look, I'm up to 158,000 bucks. Which is awesome, but I should really take some of those bucks and finish decorating this house because I haven't worked on it at all and I need to finish it so I could try to trade it. I check my lure and then I'm going to head to the center of town to set up my trading stand. Well, I hope there's enough people on here. So I headed to the center of town. It looks like there's quite a few like trading stands, so this will work for now. It's my first trade of the day and this person gave me a pretty bad offer for my Mega Island Tarsier. I head to the neon cave so I can make this sweetheart rat a neon so I can age that up. I'm getting so close to having this mega made. I think after this mega, I just have the Wren to make a mega and then I don't have any other megas like planned anyways. Or I don't have 16 of any pet yet, although you guys remember that I'm working on the Mega Warthog and I'm working on the Mega Highland Cow, but they're going to take me a while because I still have a lot to collect. I've already made some of these sweetheart rats neon, so this isn't the first one that you've seen. I think they're pretty cute, but I'm pretty excited to see what the mega is going to look like. I think I especially like this one because it's pink. And most of the time when I do paint my pets, I do paint them pink. Although I'm really waiting for like a lot more choices in colors. I also have enough of these kitty bats aged up that I can make my first neon. And then hopefully I can make that second neon pretty quickly. You guys know how much I love this one, so I'm planning on keeping them in my inventory. I really like the way that the kitty bat looks and I especially like it as a neon and I can't wait to see what a mega would look like. I would love to know how many kitty bats you guys have. I think somebody commented on one of my videos and they had like 28 from the event. That is a crazy amount of kitty bats. I know I have enough to make a mega on my main account, but I can't remember how many kitty bats I actually have. And this does not disappoint as a Halloween pet. I love the glowing eyes and I just think it's so cute. And then right when I finished making that kitty bat, I actually got this trade request and I'm so glad that I accepted it. Guys, look at this offer that they gave me for this Mega Island Tarsier. Honestly, it was the best offer. That husky alone, the Ride Husky, is over for this Mega Island Charger, and I was so excited about this because I love the frogs. The husky is so cute, and I really like the peacocks, even though I know it's not everybody's favorite. And then this fly ant was just kind of like a bonus because I was thinking, oh my gosh, I could easily get 3 more ants and make a neon and it'll be fly, and I think that I could trade it for something pretty good. I didn't want to act like too excited about this, but I did accept. And I really did think that they were trolling me because this was just like too good to be true. And this is exactly the kind of trade I was talking about when I said wait for the good trades. And guys, I was so excited because they did accept this trade. Okay, well that trade really made up for like the last couple days not getting any trades whatsoever. Well, I hope that means that this is a really good server. I hope I get some good trade. And I like to star all the pets that are either post-teen or full-grown just so I know when I look through my inventory like what I still have to age up. And remember how much I said I like the flamingos? Guys, I was so excited about this trade, but then they declined. And there are actually quite a few people on this server. Okay, well, I didn't get this flamingo, but I did have this person offer me this neon jumping spider. And at first I was like, I'm just going to take this trade because I've been making a ton of these neon blue butterflies and it would be nice to have something else in my inventory. I don't know how many of the spider boxes that I bought during the event, but not very many, so I was kind of excited to get a spider. I'm not sure if I would have done this trade if I didn't, or if I hadn't already made like a bunch of these blue butterflies, and if I didn't have like a bunch of them on like other accounts. But wait till you guys actually see the spider. It is so cute. Then after that trade, I just need to be sure to put another pet in my trading stand. And again, it seems like there's even more people on this server. So I put this neon snorkel in my trading stand and I had this person offer this ride cryptic. I know that they are just trolling me, but of course I would love to have this cryptid, so I just like accepted, but I knew that they were going to decline. I think I say this every time somebody trolls me, but like who has time for this? Like I don't understand like why someone does this. I guess maybe they just think it's funny or something, I'm not sure. Have I told you guys how excited I am to get this mega sweetheart rat done? I start getting a little overwhelmed when I have so many megas to make and neons, and I've been wanting to make this for the longest time, so I'm super excited to get all of these aged up. So I got that neon jumping spider and I really wanted to pull it out of my bag just to see what it looks like, and guys, I am absolutely in love with this thing. Look how cute it is. I love that it glows purple. It doesn't look nearly as cute in my bag, but oh my gosh, I am in love. I wonder what the mega looks like. I mean, the whole body glows. I don't really know much about the spiders, but can you guys comment down below if you know anything? Like, are some of them even cuter than this one? This one's not even the legendary, but oh my gosh, I even love how it crawls on the ground. I've seen some of them like hang like upside down or something like that, but I'm not exactly sure like if that's a trick or what. I don't know. If you guys have any information, then comment down below so I know. Next, I had this person offer for my neon snorkel. They put in this neon ant. I would rather have the neon snorkel. And I am looking for ants just because I want to make that one ant that's fly. Like I want to make it a neon. But this neon doesn't really help me with that. Really, both of these pets are hard to trade, but I would say that the neon ant is probably harder to trade than the neon snorkel. I actually really like the ants too. I think they're super cute and they are so cool as megas. But I'm not planning on making one because it's probably like really hard to trade. Okay, so then they added this sea angel and I decided to go out and look at their profile and see if there was any other pet that I could get them to like offer. So when I went out to look at their profile, they had this neon ride Malayan tapper. I'm not really sure if I'm saying that right. But anyways, I thought it was like really cute and it would be way easier to trade than this neon snorkel or the neon ant, but they said that they would be over and they're right. So then they also put in this dark brown Shetland pony and I think those are pretty cute. I mean, I wouldn't say they're easy to trade, but it's a cute pet. And it's nice to just have like options to add or like if people are looking for something. And actually after they put in that sea angel, I was like, oh yeah, I would like to get like 4 of the sea angels and make a neon because people really like those. And that Shetland pony would be like a really good like trade for it. Okay, so could I have done better with this? Yeah, probably, but I could also have done a lot worse. And at this point, the neon snorkel and the neon ant to me are about equal. And hopefully we can trade away that neon ant at some point. After that trade, I put in my Mega Ride Hammerhead Shark into my trading stand, and then I got this trade. At first, this person offered me this ghostly cat, which you guys know I think those are cute, but it's obviously like way under. Then they put in this Mega Patchy Bear, which I do like those. And then they put in this Ride Bee. But then they ended up taking it out, and honestly, I just was like looking at it and like which one would I rather have, and I'd rather have the Mega Ride Hammerhead Shark, so I just told them no thank you. And again, I do really like this Mega like Patchy Bear, In fact, I really liked almost all the pets that came out of the Halloween event this year. I just wish that I could have got 16 of a bunch of them so I could have made a bunch of megas. Next, I had this person offer for my Mega Ride Hammerhead Shark. They offered me this Neon Ride Toucan, which I do think those are cute, but I like this Mega better. But they quickly took it out and they put in this Neon Ride Sasquatch, and again, I do like those, but I just always have to think like which pet would I rather have, and I'd rather have the Hammerhead Shark. And values-wise, even if they put in that Ride Neon Toucan and this Neon Ride Sasquatch, they still would have been under for this Mega Ride Hammerhead Shark. After that trade, I had this person. They wanted to offer for my field mouse. Guys, I think that thing is so cute. It's so small. I really don't want to trade it, but I will trade it if it's the right offer. But this thing is worth so much more than I would even think that it's worth. On Elfbred right now, it's worth like a 6.5. So if I did trade it, it would have to be just as cute as this field mouse. Well, this person really wants it, so let's see what they're going to offer. The first bet that they put in was an alicorn, which wasn't a very good start. I think the alicorn is worth about a 0.75 on Elfbred. And if I really wanted an alicorn, I could get one like pretty easily, although I guess I'm looking for them in my profile, so maybe that's why they started with the alicorn. Maybe they have something like really awesome to add with this, because they are just so far under at this point. And guys, then they put in a snowcat, and the snowcat isn't worth hardly anything. And then they just accepted the trade, and guys, there is no way I'm going to accept this for this field mouse. And I know I could have gone out to their profile and tried to pick something, but sometimes I find when people are like really far under, they just don't know the value of it, or they're not willing to pay that much. And I win anyways because I get to keep this field mouse in my inventory. I don't know, maybe I should take it out of my profile that I even have it for trade because I just think it's so cute. Next, I got this offer. This person offered me this Neon Flyride Dracula parrot. That one's definitely not my favorite pet, and I think they're like really hard to trade, and I have a bunch of these on my main account, so I really didn't want to accept that. At this point, I really don't want like really hard to trade pets. Then they put in this Ride Bee, which is really under also. So I went out to check out their profile. They do have some cute pets, but I really didn't see anything that I would want for this Mega Ride Hammerhead Shark. Not that the Mega Hammerhead Shark is like worth like a bunch or anything like that, but I do think it's cute. And now that I'm seeing that Ride Bee, I feel like maybe this person like offered for something earlier. Maybe I'm wrong. Then I had this person offer this Ride Shark. Guys, I love the sharks. I definitely want to have a Mega Shark on my main account. And if you've watched any of my other series, you know that I'll usually trade just about anything for a shark because I think they're so cute. And can I just say that I'm just super excited to have like people offering for my pets right now. I had this person offer this Flyride Sloth and then 4 robots, which I definitely don't want, and this Icy Porcupine. I think those are super cute, and this Neon Fennec Fox, but their offer was just really under again. And it might be that values are actually off on this Hammerhead Shark. I don't know. I'd have to look into it a little bit more because Elfbred has it like valued like pretty high. But I think at the time, like during the summer event, I think the Hammerhead Shark was like really easy to get. So there just might be like too many of them out there. And I'm ready to make another Neon Sweetheart Rat. This might be my last one. I don't know. I'm going to have to check my inventory. I do know that I am getting so close to having this Mega made. And can you guys comment down below and tell me if you think I should trade this one or not? Like the Mega Sweetheart Rat, would you trade a Mega Sweetheart Rat or would you keep it? Well, after this, I actually had somebody see if they could offer for one of my Neon Sweetheart Rats, but of course I didn't trade it because I'm making that Mega. This is the end of day 291. It's day 292 of our inventory transformation. I know that in my last video, Halloween just ended, but guys, if you remember, I took off some time. I did check my like lures and I checked my pet pins like while I wasn't playing. So I do actually have quite a few like neons and megas to make, but maybe for like the next month, like my videos just like bounce around. I didn't play every single day, so I'm only going to count the days that I actually played. Here's a look at my inventory at the beginning of day 292, and I can't hardly believe that I've actually been playing like 292 days in Adopt Me just for this one challenge. I started with a cat and we have come so far. Can you all comment down below and tell me what your favorite pet of mine is so far? And also, if you've been working on a challenge, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Because I took off some time, but I was still checking my pet pins and my lure, I do actually have a lot of neons to make. And I have one Mega to make that I have been working on forever. Right now, I'm making a Warthog. This is actually my second Neon Warthog. And I'm trying to collect enough warthogs to be able to make a mega because I think it's just really cute. The warthogs really aren't worth that much, so they're pretty easy to get, so it's going to be like a pretty quick mega hopefully to find all 16. I don't really love like the green glow of it for a neon, but I know that the mega is going to be like super cute. Next, I'm making this neon Onza, which is probably the best pet that comes out of the Aztec egg. I already have a mega Onza in my inventory, but this will just be like another neon that we can trade. Somebody commented, maybe it was like in my last video, and they said that they thought that the Onza would be a lot like the alley cat. So it's not quite as popular right now, but it will be in the future, and I totally agree with that. I also aged up all of these scarecrow horses. None of the scarecrows are my favorite, but I just feel like I don't see a lot of them, so I thought it would be fun to like hold on to neons of like the scarecrow horse. I just really like to collect all of the pets. I mean, of course I'm trading a bunch of stuff away like on this challenge, but on my main account, I have a bunch of pets that other people probably don't think are like super cute, but I just appreciate that they're like different than other pets. And then how long have I been aging up these sweetheart rats? It seems like forever because I would like make a neon and then work on some other pet and then go back to them. But I'm finally ready to make this sweetheart rat a mega. I really love that this one is already the color pink, and watching the megas in this cave never gets old. This one turned out like really cute. I mean, I just don't think that there's any mega that I really dislike. Now the question is, do I trade this sweetheart rat away for something else, or should I hold on to it? And then I also aged up these scarecrows. The scarecrows and the sweetheart rats are actually like rares, I think. So they actually go quicker than most of the other pets. And again, I don't absolutely love the scarecrow, but I do appreciate that it's a different pet. And all these pets that came out of that like scarecrow box or whatever it is, I mean, they definitely look like Halloween pets. I don't think they're from last year. I think they're from the year before. I had this person offer me this dog for this neon ant, and no thank you. This person offered me a neon ant, which I already have for this neon hammerhead shark, and I really didn't need another one. I asked them if they had anything to add. They did add a ghost, but I just would rather have the hammerhead shark. Then I was able to get another warthog by trading my Sasquatch away. So after this trade, I went and checked, and I need 7 more warthogs if I want to make a mega. Then I had this person trade me to offer for my neon badger. They offered me this ride koala, and I think those are really cute. And I didn't realize this, but the neon badgers are like really hard to trade. And if you've been following along with my inventory transformation for my fan, then I had a bunch of neon badgers and I'm having a really hard time trading them. So even though value says that they are under, I actually would rather have the ride koala bear. After that, I had this person trade me to see if they could offer for my fly ride neon cobra. This has also been like a really hard pet to trade. At first, this person offered me a guardian lion. I do like those, but they're just kind of like a mid-legendary. But I will tell you, like this neon cobra, it doesn't seem like a lot of people are looking for them at all. And then they added in this neon frostclaw fury or frostclaw. The frostclaw is also like a really, really hard pet to trade. Probably out of the 3 of these, I like the guardian lion the best. So if it had been like a neon guardian lion, I probably would have done this. But when I look at both of these, I just think like mine's fly ride, and I think I'm just going to keep mine. Then I got this really under offer for this butterfly, and I would definitely rather just keep the butterfly. After that, I had this person, they wanted to offer for my ride husky. I think this thing is so cute. And their offer was like okay, it was like a little bit under, but I definitely just decided I would rather have the husky. And I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I play a lot of like, I'll like be on the regular server, and then I'll switch to a trading server, and then I'll go back to a regular server, and then I'll go back to a trading server. I don't know, for me it's just really like hit and miss. Sometimes I can get like really good offers like on a regular server, and I don't know, sometimes I just sit there forever and don't get any trades on a trading server, and it just drives me crazy. You guys know I'm always trying to grind, but anyways, just so you know, I've been going like back and forth. I had this person offer for this neon Onza. They put in this neon ghost wolf. I think those are super cute, and I'd love to have a mega. And I will, because they're pretty easy to get, but at this time, I really just wanted to keep this Onza. I think we can do better. Then I had this person offer for this neon Onza. They put in this mega ride cat. And again, I would just rather have the neon Onza. I think that the Onza is just going to go up in value, and I don't think that the cat really is, although this one is fly ride. And this person kind of acted like they were going to add something else, but then they just declined. Then I got this offer for this neon Onza. They put on just a regular Onza, and then they put in this as the black moon bear. And I just know I can do better for this neon Onza. After that, I had somebody try to offer for my neon clover cow. I think this one's so cute. I wish I had a mega. In fact, I have a mega on my main account because I just think it's one of the cutest pets. This is another one of those pets that I see going up in value like as time goes on. And even now, I feel like a lot of people like are looking for it or like it at least. Okay, well, they took a really long time trying to add like anything, and then they finally added this dragonfly, and I just don't want to take that for this neon clover cow because I know we could get dragonflies for like a lot less. So then I just said like, sorry, no thank you, but is there anything else that you would want to offer or any other offer? And then eventually they added in this neon mouse, again, so easy to get, so I just don't want to take it for this neon clover cow. After that, I had this person trade me. They just put in a bunch of pets, and none of them are pets that I'm like looking for, but I mean, none of them are like really bad pets or anything like that. They're all kind of cute. So I just asked them if they were looking for something. And my advice for people is like, you really need to figure out like what you want for your pets before you trade someone, or at least have a pretty good idea, because otherwise you're just kind of wasting your time, because I just feel like trades like this just really don't go through because other people really don't want to take the time to figure out what you want. So I don't know, don't randomly trade people and just put things in the trade for them to offer for. I just don't think people like to do that. I think that I a lot of times get stuck like talking to people because I kind of feel bad for them because I want everyone to have like a good inventory. But really, usually these kind of trades just turn out to be like, I don't know. The person usually just wants more for their pets than they're actually going to get. But I also see a lot of people putting in their profiles now like, do not trade me and ask me to offer for your pets. So I'm just trying to help you if this is how you usually try to trade. After that trade, I had this person trade me. They said that they wanted to offer for my fly ride frog. And then they said I might have a bad offer, so bear with me. And I'm like, don't trade somebody and say that. You should never say that because you just have no idea like what someone's going to think about your pet. And their offer really wasn't bad at all, so I don't know what they were talking about. But anyways, I put in this fly ride frog, and then they added in this ride chick, which I think those are so cute. I'd rather have the frog only because I think they're harder to get than the chick. And mine's fly ride and theirs is ride. And the value of them is very close. I mean, if they weren't like fly ride. And I also really like the Kappa kids, but the value of those is like really low. But really, this was not a bad offer, but I just didn't want to go through with it because mine's a fly ride frog and I just like the frogs better. Next, this person traded me. They wanted to offer for my Munchkin cat, so I asked them because I have a neon and then I have 2 regular Munchkin cats. At this point, I'm really having a hard time like trading this thing away like any of the Munchkin cats, and the reason is because the value just keeps going up and up and up on them. So they said that they wanted to offer for my neon Munchkin cat. And at first they put in this fly ride Munchkin cat, which was actually like a really good like start to their offer. Then they added in a squid, which I think those are like okay, but I'm not really like looking for them. And then they added in a kitty bat, which I like those a lot. The thing is that this isn't my main account, and on my main account I have like a mega kitty bat, so I don't really need kitty bats, but I don't have enough of these Munchkin cats, so I'd really like to hold on to this for the end of the challenge, like so I can give it to my main. And then after that, all the pets that they put in are just like really easy to get pets. So I just felt like this really was not a good offer. And even if you put this into a values website and the value of theirs was actually over, it's still just it's not comparable because the Munchkin cat is in such high demand and a lot of these pets are just not. Next, I had this person trade me. They put in this ride winter buck. And again, I guess they were just hoping for like an offer because they didn't say anything. Oh, I don't know why, guys, but this just drives me crazy. Like, it's fine if you want to put in like a ride winter buck and then you want to say, this is what I'm looking for, but just go ahead and get to it. Anyways, I asked them, are you looking for something? And then I went out to check out their profile and their inventory looks like pretty good. They have some really good pets, but this is like usually the case. Like people are like wanting pets that I can just like, I never have. Does that make sense? Like everybody wants like these really hard to get like pets, which I mean, I get it. But then at the same time, like maybe add some other pets that you like that are more like mid or just aren't as hard to get. And that would just make it easier. And there would be like a lot more trading. Anyways, when I was looking through their profile, I saw that they had a flamingo. Guys, I absolutely love the flamingos. I know the value of them is going like way down, but I do love them. And one of my goals for 2026 on my main account is to actually have a mega flamingo. So when this person finally told me what it was that they wanted, they like tagged out. So I asked them if their flamingo was for trade. And then they said, yes, it's for trade. So then I asked them if there was anything in my profile that they would take for it. And eventually they said like, no, sorry. And guys, I have a lot of pets in my profile. And if they didn't like any of the pets in my profile and wanted them, then why did they trade me? I don't know. Maybe they like the flamingo as much as I do and they just wanted a really good offer for it. Next, I had this person want to offer for my mega fly lovebird. This is one of those pets where I'm going to have to get a really good offer if I'm going to trade it away. I'm not sure why because I really like the ghostly cat, but I feel like the value of it's just really low. So I knew that this was under as soon as I saw it, but I do like that ghostly cat, but I would much rather have the mega lovebird. But I'm not gonna lie, I would also love to have this mega ghostly cat. Then I had this person trade me. They asked if I had a zebra or a donkey or a frog. So I had this tree frog, so I added it in because I will be happy to trade away my tree frog for this puma. I can't even believe how many of these tree frogs I have on all of my accounts, just so many of them. And I bet if you guys hatch any of the Aztec eggs, you're exactly the same way and have so many of these tree frogs. Okay, well here's another look at my inventory, guys. Today was not that productive. I really didn't get a lot of trades. I mean, I got a couple of them, but I did end up making some neons and that mega sweetheart rat. Are you guys so proud of me for finally getting that one finished? Again, I'm still trying to get 2 more alicorns so I can make a neon alicorn to be able to trade. I'm working on these cage crows because I would love to have a neon. In fact, I would love to have a mega because I think it'd be a really cool mega. I'd love to get some more Cupid dragons. I absolutely love that field mouse. I don't know if I'm going to be able to trade it away. It looks like I might have 4 more of the kitty bats aged up so I can make another neon. I really want to get more moonbeam butterflies and more prismatic butterflies, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people are trading them, or I haven't seen that. I really want a mega of each one of those. It also looks like I might have those firefighter capuchin monkeys, or what are they? Oh, they're gibbons aged up so I can make a neon. I absolutely love that flamingo and that groundhog. I really want to trade away my mega hamster, but I'm hoping I'll get something good for it. I'm looking for the Highland cows so I can make a mega. The lion cub is probably one of my favorite pets. Oh, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but the Mira moth or whatever, I would love to have a mega of that. Oh, and that snowball pet, I really want a neon or a mega of that one because I think it's so cute. And probably not on this account, but on one of my accounts, I would love to have a mega one of the Toxic Kai Juniors because I think that's a really cool pet. I need to work on making another one of these neon clover cows to be able to trade. I love the brown bear and I love the cow. I love that goose. I love the French bulldogs and I would love to get more of those and the munchkin cats. I just don't know if that's going to be possible because the value's gone up so high. I'm so happy to finally have that mega sweetheart rat made. Now I really need to work on making that mega wren. Also, I have a bunch of those hammerhead sharks, so I need to make more neons of those. Wow, looking through this inventory, I can't believe I have so many neons and megas made so far. I love that capybara and I would love to have a neon or a mega of the capybara. I'm getting even closer to having that mega warthog made. I would love to collect more of those wild boars because I think that one's really cute. I want to get one more ant so I can make a neon ant and it will be fly because that one ant is fly. And then I think I'd really like to make a mega baconako, and then I still have 4 tegus that I need to age up and make a neon to be able to trade. This challenge is going so good, but I do kind of feel like lately the trading's been a little bit downhill. But I'm loving that there's the pet pins in the game, and I do actually feel like I'm getting a lot done. But I just really hope that the trading picks up soon. Okay, and don't forget that I have 2 fly potions and 3 ride potions still. I actually can't remember if I still have those in my profile, but I need to make sure to add them. Sometimes it's just so exciting to see what you can just get from one ride potion. Well, I hope you'll join me for the next video. This is the end of day 294. It's day 295 of our inventory transformation. I'm getting so close to the end of month 10, but I'm not quite there yet, so we still have 2.5 or a little over 2 months left of this 1-year transformation. And in today's video, I get a pet that I have been looking for a long time, so I'm excited for you guys to see that. I had this person, they wanted to offer for this neon jumping spider, and if you guys remember in one of my past videos, I pulled this thing out and it's pink and it is so cute. I know it's probably not worth hardly anything, but I just think it's one of the cutest pets, and I never thought that I would think that about one of the spiders. I'm thinking that their offer was actually probably over for the spider because of the neon poodle. They actually have quite a high value for what they are, but I knew I could easily make my own neon poodle if I really wanted to, and a neon donkey, so I just told him no thank you. Next, I had this person offer for this neon flyride cobra. This one is really hard to trade. And I would love to have that Black Widow spider, and I wish it had been a neon that they were offering, and I definitely would have done this trade. This Black Widow spider is worth about a 0.85 on Elfbred right now, so it's like a pretty good legendary, but this neon fly red cobra is actually worth a 5, which honestly I think is a bit high for it, but they were still just really under. After that, I had this person offer for the cobra, and they offered me this neon salamander. I actually kind of like that pet, and it's worth about a 1.75 on Elfbred. And I feel like that's another one of those pets that's really hard to trade, just like the cobra, but even harder maybe. And obviously I have this cobra in my trading stand, or I wouldn't be getting so many offers for it. I had this person offer this alicorn again. I wish that was a neon alicorn that they were offering, but besides the alicorn, they're all like really hard to trade and definitely not worth it. After that, I got another offer. This person put in a Frostclaw. I'm really not a huge fan of the Frostclaw. I don't know, I just don't really like that pet. And then they put in this like wrapped doll. I didn't really get into the wrapped dolls when they came in game. I don't really know anything about them, and I still just am not a big fan of them. After that, I had this person trade me. They put in this diamond griffin and this ancient dragon, and they were just looking for offers, and I just told them I didn't have an offer for them. But I kind of missed an opportunity here with this trade, because I should have put in just some of my legendaries that I have that are hard to trade, or maybe even my lower tier neons, because I could have got a legendary for one of them. Okay, I'm sure some of you guys are going to be upset by this next trade, or at least the decision that I made. I'm just not sure, but you'll have to comment down below and tell me what you think. This person wanted to offer for my neon fly ride horse. I really like that one. I really don't want to trade it. It's like an older pet, and I kind of want to hold on to it. So at first they put in this ride dodo. I like those fine, but I think that they're kind of hard to trade. And then they put in this ride flamingo. Guys, I absolutely love the flamingos, but the value of them is just not very high. And then they put in this mega ii, and this was a really good offer for this horse. And values wise, they were over. But again, probably the reason that I didn't go through with this is because the horse is an older pet, and I get offered for it all the time. And I just would rather have the neon horse than I would these other pets. Besides the flamingo, but I didn't want to trade this away for the flamingo, or just because I like the flamingo. And just so you guys know, I do end up trading away that neon fly ride horse just in a future video, so you'll have to wait and see what I get. You guys know I worked so hard to get as many kitty bats as I possibly could during the Halloween event, and I'm so glad I have the pet pins to age them up, but now I have 4 of them aged up so I can make a neon. I actually have enough for 2 neons on this account, which is super awesome because I think they're so cute. And this is definitely one of my favorite pets that came out of the Halloween event this year. Besides these pets that I just got, I'm also trying to age up a bunch of pets that I got from the summer event and way back when, at the beginning of the year. And one of those neons that I've been working on is these fireman gibbons. You guys know I don't really love the gibbons, and I don't really like the capuchin monkeys, but I did have 4 of them, and I wanted to age them up, and maybe we'll get something from them. I'm not exactly sure how much it's worth. Okay, well, I just looked it up, and actually this firefighter gibbon is worth about a 1 on Elfbred. And I'm so surprised, but I actually think this looks really cute. I kind of love the stripes on it, with the little outfit. Let me show you guys a look at my inventory. If you think about it, every single day that I'm logging in and collecting the rewards and aging up pets in those pet pens, my inventory is just getting a little bit better every single day. And the only thing I really have to do is log in and be able to do that. And then make neons when they get aged up. So the trading is just kind of a bonus, to get an even better inventory. And I can't wait to see what this is going to look like at the end of 12 months. I have a lot of neons and even megas to make in my inventory still. Right now, I'm working on those cage crows. I think that one's going to look really cool as a neon. I would love to have a mega. I also still have the policeman gibbons, or officer gibbons, or something like that, but I have 4 of them. I'm working on that mega wren. I know I have a mega hammerhead shark and a neon, but I still have enough to make 2 more neons. The tree frogs are just stacking up. I keep getting more and more of them. Hopefully I'll have enough to actually make a mega. And at least that one won't take too long, although I'm not sure if we're going to be able to trade it away. And I have 4 tegus that I can make a neon. And then during the Christmas event, not only was I trying to get as many snowball pugs as I possibly could, but I also was spending a bunch of my bucks getting the gingerbread, the free gingerbread. What was it, 15,000 gingerbread every single day? So that's probably why you see my gingerbread going up pretty quickly. and I would say only sometimes did I play the games. I just didn't like them near as much as I liked the games during the Halloween event, but I still played them sometimes. And of course, there's always like the ice skating. I had this person offer this neon patchy bear for this neon hammerhead shark. I feel like they're about like equal in value. And I think mostly the reason that I didn't do this trade is because I think the hammerhead is cuter. And remember, I just got done saying that I had like all those hammerhead sharks, so I was kind of thinking that if I kept the hammerhead shark, I could make another mega to be able to trade. But this wasn't like a bad offer or anything like that. In fact, I think the patchy bear might be like a little bit over for the hammerhead shark. So this trade really comes down to like which pet would you rather have. Eventually, they changed out this patchy bear for this neon snowcat, and again, I would just rather have the hammerhead shark. Then I had this person offer for the neon hammerhead shark. Obviously, I guess I put it in my trading stand or I wouldn't be getting so many offers for it. Eventually, this person offered this mega mahi mahi. I knew that this mahi mahi was going to be like really hard to trade, and guys, it is so hard to trade. But it is way over for the hammerhead shark or the neon hammerhead shark, although I think that the value is like a little bit off. Right now on Elfbred, I think it's like a 2, and I would think that it's maybe like worth like a 1 in my opinion. But I felt like this was a good offer for this neon hammerhead shark. I just hope that I can find somebody that's going to want this mega mahi mahi. After that, I kind of got this strange trade. This person traded me and they said like, hey ugly, can I offer for your hamster? I'm not really sure like what to think about that. I mean, obviously it's a joke, but it was just like really strange to like start a trade like that with somebody. Anyways, they wanted to offer for my mega ride hamster. You guys know I'm saving this one for like something big, or hopefully something big, like to go towards like a cow or something. I mean, I hope. Anyways, they put in this mega ride ghost wolf, and I think those are really cute, but it's way under for this mega hamster. And then they added in this brown Springer Spaniel, which I think those are absolutely adorable, and I really want to start collecting them. I would love to have a mega because I just think it's like so cute. Anyways, I did not go through with this trade, but guys, I do actually trade this mega hamster finally, but just in a future video, so you're going to have to wait and find out what I get for it. This is kind of funny, but after they accepted, I went back to chat and they actually had typed like accept ugly. Like what in the world, guys? Looking back on this trade is almost painful because I so wish that I would have gone through with this trade. This person is offering for my mega mahi mahi. I've already told you guys this is so hard to trade. I don't even think I've traded it yet, and it's just, oh, it's so hard. They offered me this phoenix and I wish I would have taken it because there's a lot of people that really like the phoenix. On Elfbred right now, the phoenix is worth about a 1.25, and this mega mahi mahi is worth a 2, but like I said, I think it's more like closer to a 1, and I just wish I knew like that it was going to be so hard to trade. They did add in the snowball pup like after that, or pug, and I know that that pet is going to be worth a lot in the future, so probably looking back on this trade, like maybe like next year at this time, it actually would probably be over for this mega mahi mahi. And I just really don't think you guys should trade away the snowball pugs, just like I think about the kitty bats, because that snowball pug is so cute. Have I told you guys in a while how much I appreciate these pet pens? I am so glad that adoptme added these pet pens to the game. Because you know me, I love to age up pets, and this is helping so much. I am so excited about this next trade. I had this person trade me. They put in this neon warthog. You guys know I'm looking for warthogs because I want to make a mega. So I asked them if they saw anything that they wanted for it. Mostly because I wanted this trade to go through so bad. I did not want to lose this neon warthog. I think I still need like 7 warthogs. So this, if I get this, I'll only need 3 more to be able to make that mega. And it wasn't a very good sign because they said nah, that they didn't see anything. I do know that the warthogs are cute, but they're not really worth that much, so I wasn't exactly sure like what to offer them, so I went out to check out their profile. The only thing that I see that I have that they want is these icy porcupines. It says that they need them for making a neon. I knew I had like 2 or 3 in my inventory, but I wasn't sure if they would actually take it for this neon warthog, but I decided to just see if they would do it. So I added in 2 of these icy porcupines because they are ultra rares. I think this warthog is like an uncommon. And it seems like a lot of people like this icy porcupine. It is a really cute pet. It looks like I actually have a neon icy porcupine, and then I have 3 others. I think the neon icy porcupine would be like way over for this neon warthog, but I really don't want to lose this neon warthog because it's going to save me a lot of time. So I added in these 2 icy porcupines, and then I kind of just waited like to see what they were going to say because I would have added something else. And I actually went to add something else or look for something else that I could add, but they accepted and I was like, no way. And I'm so excited because they did go through with this trade. So we just got a neon warthog. So after this trade, I just want to go out to my inventory and check and make sure that I was right and see how many of these warthogs I still need. It looks like this is the 3rd neon warthog that I have, so I just need 3 more warthogs before I can make that 4th neon, and then we can make a mega. After that awesome trade, I had this person, they wanted to offer for my neon munchkin cat. Guys, these munchkin cats just keep raising and raising in values. I don't know how high they're gonna go, but I feel like they're not coming down like anytime soon. So anytime someone wants to offer for one, the neon or the regular one, because I think I have a neon one and then I have 2 regular ones, I really just have to think like really hard about it. Like, do I really want to trade this munchkin cat away? It's going to have to be like a really good offer. So they started out with this neon ride dodo. You guys know I like those. I think they're pretty cute, but they're kind of hard to trade. Then they added in a neon fly ride red panda. It is an ultra rare, but again, that one is really hard to trade too. And then they added in these tan chow chows, which I do like, but again, like I think I could easily get them for something a lot less. So I really did not want to take them up on this offer for this neon munchkin cat. I finally got another snowball pug. These things are so cute. I think this is number 3, but I'm going to have to check my inventory and just check and make sure that's right. I always like to get things in like 4s so that I can make neons, or I mean, I would love to have a mega of this snowball pug. It looks like I'm done aging up those cage crows, so I'm going to be able to make that neon, and I've moved on to the Kappa Kids now, and then I'll have a neon Kappa Kid once I get these aged up. I think the Kappa Kid is like a really underrated pet, and I'm hoping to get like even more so I can make a mega. But right now, I just want to get all these neons and megas made that are in my inventory like waiting. And I just want you guys to know that I am always doing every task on these task boards so that I can get like whatever reward. And I also worked so hard to get that tree Sasquatch. I think it's pretty cute. I really love free pets. So it doesn't really matter like what it is, but if you tell me it's free and I just have to do like some task for it, I will definitely do that. And just so you remember, I love to save up like all my gingerbread or whatever we're collecting, and I like to wait till the end of events before I buy anything, like any of the pets or petware or anything like that. Mostly because I don't want to miss out on something and like spend all my like gingerbread like at the beginning, like the first week, and then like some other cute pets come out and I can't get them. This tree Sasquatch though, those were so many tasks. I mean, so many. I finally got one, you can see, so I can go to my mailbox and pull it out and see what it's gonna look like. I like the tree Sasquatch. Okay, like it's not one of my favorite pets, but I think it's pretty cute, and I really like unique pets, like pets that are just different than other pets, and that is definitely this one. After the Christmas event and you couldn't get these tree Sasquatches like anymore, I did go out on one of my alt accounts and I got 16 of them so I can make a mega. It was really easy because apparently not a lot of people like this pet, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a funny looking pet. He looks even funny when I like hold him. But again, I think I'm just like a collector of pets. I just like want all the pets. I think on this last day, I didn't actually get any trades whatsoever. I did get another snowball pug. I know I just got one, but you guys have to think I cut a lot of this stuff out. Actually, I really just don't even record myself like grinding a lot anymore. Sometimes I'll just do like a little bit of it because it kind of gets boring watching me do like the same thing like over and over again. Well, let's take another look at my inventory and I can show you how many of these snowball pugs that I have. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't get another snowball pug yet. It looks like I only have 3 in my inventory. Well, hopefully I'll get that 4th one so I can at least make a neon. I would also love to get another one of those French bulldogs so I can make another neon French bulldog. That one has like okay value, but it's not as high as like the Munchkin cat. So hopefully I could like easily get one with not a lot. I also really want to get this like mega wren done. It looks like I have enough that I can make like 2 more neons of them and have 3 neons, so only have 1 more neon to make. But of course, then I have to age all those up before I can make that mega. This is the end of day 298. It's day 299 of our inventory transformation. I can't wait for you guys to see some of the trades I get for this video. This is actually the last video of month 10, so I'll be posting month 10 very soon. And you guys know that I'm looking for warthogs and Highland cows because I want to make megas of both of them. This was my first trade of the day, and I actually had this person trade me and they put 1 of each in the trade window. And on my profile, I have like pets that I'm trading for each one of them. So I just asked them, like, did you pick what you want for them? I really feel like trades like this go really well, like if somebody picks out what they want as opposed to like me just offering. It's why I just feel like when you trade someone and you just say like offer, like the trade just doesn't go very well. So I'm really hoping that this person will pick 2 pets that they want for these 2 pets that they're trading. And while I was waiting, I went out to check out their profile. It doesn't really look like I have any of the pets that they're looking for. They do have some really cute pets, but I'm really hoping that they'll find something in my profile that they'll want for these 2 pets. When I came back to the trade window or to the chat, they actually had taken out the warthog. I thought that was a really bad sign. But then when I went to check out the chat, they said like, would I do the hamster for the cow and the baconenko for the warthog? And yes, I will definitely trade both of those pets for these 2 pets. This is an absolute great start to this day. So now I just need to check and see how many more Highland cows I need and how many more warthogs I need. Wow, I need a lot more Highland cows than I thought I needed. It looks like after that trade, I just have a neon and then 3 more. So I still need 9 more Highland cows if I'm going to make this mega. But I'm getting so close to having all the warthogs I need. It looks like I just need 2 more warthogs before I can make that mega. Talking about neons and megas, I'm ready to make that neon cage crow. This is one of those pets that I feel like has pretty low value, like not a lot of people are looking for them, which I can't really understand because I think this one's like really cool. I think I was only able to buy a couple of them like during the summer event, but I wish I had more because I would love to have a mega of this pet. And I know eventually, at least on my main account, I will definitely be looking for 16 so I can make that mega. Well, let's check out and see what this one looks like as a neon. I just absolutely love the purple glow of it. Ooh, after seeing this, I'm not sure I want a mega because I think the neon's so cute. I don't know. I'll have to check out and see what the megas look like. Alright, well, not only am I able to make that neon cage crow, but I'm ready to make 2 of these neon wrens. And I really want to get this one finished, like the mega finished. Like I want to get them all aged up because I kind of want to just have the mega finished. I know maybe like a lot of people don't like love this pet, but I think it's like super cute and I end up painting it later and I absolutely love it. I feel like I really didn't paint pets before, but now like with the new way to paint, like I love painting pets. I just wish there were more like paint colors, but I know they're coming in Adopt Me. I think I'm just not like a fan of all the colors of the pets in Adopt Me. And there's like quite a few of them that if the color was just changed, I know I would like them a whole lot more. And this is definitely one of those pets. Okay, well let's check and see like how many more we need to age up. It looks like I have 2 more to age up and then I have this other one that's already at post-teen, so they shouldn't take too long. But then of course I have to age up like all the neons. Luckily, this pet is rare, so it won't take too long. And here's a look at my inventory so far. It looks like I'm working on the Kappa kids, like trying to get those aged up. I think I just have these last 2. And then I started working on like the Officer Gibbons. And it looks like I just have 1 more of those to age up before I can make a neon. And then with the Highland Cow and the Warthogs, I'm just aging those up like as I get them. So hopefully once I collect all of them, that mega or both of those megas will just go like really quick. And it's another day. This is actually day 300. Wow, that is absolutely crazy to think that I've been doing this for 300 days. It looks like I finished aging up that last Officer Gibbon so I can make that neon. And then there's just 1 more Kappa kid to age up. I'm gonna go ahead and start aging up these like snowball pugs. Because when I get that 4th one, I know I'm going to want to make a neon. I was so happy when the Christmas event started and I had all these bucks saved up so I could buy the gingerbread each day. I really think I helped so much in collecting so many gingerbread to be able to buy the pets. And this really made me realize that I don't want to necessarily transfer all my bucks for my alt accounts to my main account because I want to be able to buy gingerbread on all of them. It looks like I did buy these 2 items like really quick with my gingerbread. I just didn't want to forget to buy them like later because I knew I would be like really focused on just buying the pets. I had this person trade me. They asked me if they could offer for my alley cat. I don't really like this pet, but I am holding on to it because I'm waiting for like a really good offer. So hopefully they've got something good for us. It always drives me crazy when people ask me like what I want. I mean, because in my profile, I guess I'm showing that I'm trading like an alley cat so they can see that, but it also shows like what pets I'm looking for. I don't know. I mean, I think I ask people like, what do you want for it? But then at the same time, I don't really like to tell them what I'm looking for. I mean, it's not that I don't want to tell them what I'm looking for. It's just like I'm honestly not sure. I usually just say like cute pets. I'm kind of waiting to see like what kind of value they're going to place on this alley cat, like if they think it's worth a lot or not. And this was of course like before Adopt Me came out with like where you could like look at somebody's backpack and suggest something. So I did go to check out their profile, but they have like a lot of pets that are cute, but they're not for trade. which I can totally understand that because I have a lot of pets that are not for trade too. And then this person really didn't show like what pets that they were offering. They kind of said like these ones are in the oven, like they're making them, but there weren't too many and I didn't want like a half-made like Mrs. Whisker Pips or something like that. So then when I went back to the chat, they said you can choose a neon and I'll add an egg. So I was looking at the neons that they were adding and I was like, yeah, there is no way I'm going to trade this alley cat for one of these neons. After I said sorry, no thank you, they actually started taking out all of those neons and then they said wait, and then they asked me if I would take a legendary for it. And maybe I will take a legendary for it, but it depends which one. And guys, they added a dragonfly. There's no way that I'm going to trade this alley cat for a dragonfly. I once again told them that I wasn't interested and then they said wait, and then they added in this winged horse. It's a ride and a legendary and I do think it's cute, but it's just really under for this alley cat. And so that's exactly what I told them was I just feel like it's not worth as much as the alley cat. So then they said, let me check values. And this is exactly why you can't trust other people to look up values for you. This person said they checked, then they came back to the chat and said that it said that they were over, but they could add an egg. After that, I just declined because I'm like, I don't think there's any values that would actually say that winged horse was over for this alley cat. I remember at the beginning of this challenge, like almost when I just started, I got offered an alley cat and I just think they're like super ugly. I don't know why, guys. I just don't like them. But I remember I declined the trade because the alley cat used to be worth like nothing. So you really should like always be checking values because values can change a lot. Next, I had this person offer for my neon Anza. It was probably a pretty good offer, but you guys know I hatched the worst things out of those cracked eggs. And at this point, I have a bunch of bucks, so I could buy the cracked eggs if I want to, so I just told them no thank you. Oh, remember when I said I painted the little wren? Well, this is what it looked like. I don't know if I like the pigtails on it, but those pigtails don't seem to like really work on a lot of pets. And I really wanted a pet to wear them, so I just went ahead and put them on this one. I think that task always pops up, like dress up your pet, and then I just don't end up like changing like whatever I put on the pet. But I do absolutely love this wren in red and white. Then I had that same person from earlier that offered for the alley cat trade me again and asked if they could offer for it again, and I said, you already did. And they said, yeah, but I have a different offer this time. This time they put in a mega dog. But again, I just feel like this is really under for the alley cat. In fact, I know it is. Then I had this person trade me. They put in a Highland cow. You guys know I'm looking for them. So I asked them if they picked a pet, and they said that they would trade it to me for the Pomeranian. So I just got another Highland cow, which is great because I need a lot more of them. It looks like now though, I'll be able to make another neon, so I'll have 2 neons, so I need 8 more. Then I had this person trade me. They asked if they could offer for my fly potion. They offered me this ride Mrs. Whisker Pips, but I just didn't want to take it. Then I had this person ask if they could offer for my snow owl. I think I could see myself making a neon or a mega of this one. At first, they added in this billy goat, which is a legendary, and then they added in these 2 eggs, the garden egg, and then a moon egg, and I just knew I would much rather have this like snow owl. But then they added in this quetzalcoatl. Neither one of these legendaries is one of my favorites, but it is 2 legendaries to my 1 legendary. I don't know if I should have done this trade, but I didn't do this trade because I just decided that I like the snow owl a lot better. Can you guys tell me if you would have done this trade or not? But I have to tell you guys that both of these legendaries are just like really hard to trade. After that, I had this person offer me this neon scare bear for my mega mahi mahi. I will definitely accept this. But oh wait, I think they're just trolling me. After that, I had this person, they wanted to offer for my neon munchkin cat. They gave me a really good offer. They put in this meerkat. I think there's a lot of people that really love that pet. They also added in this Highland cow that I was looking for and its fly ride, so my mega would be a fly ride. And at the time, this was like a really good offer, and I'm so glad I didn't take this offer because guys, that munchkin cat has gone up in value so much. But I really wish I would have tried to offer for that Highland cow because it was fly ride. Then I was able to make this neon officer gibbon. You guys know I don't love the gibbons, but this one's okay. I mean, it is another neon that I can be able to trade, and I didn't really age it up. My pet pens did, so I'm happy to have another neon to trade. I do kind of like how the whole like coat glows, and so do like the little gloves. It's kind of cute. Then I also had these Kappa Kids aged up so I can make a neon. I think this one's like an underrated pet, like the value of it like went down like by quite a bit. And I can't wait to see what this neon looks like. It actually almost looks like just the same. Maybe it has some like orange to it. I don't know. I'd love to see what the mega looks like though. And then I finally got this last wren aged up, so this will make our 4th neon. So now I just have to age those neons up before I can make the mega wren, Once I get the mega made, I'm definitely going to take it and paint it, and I'm going to paint it red and white because I just think it looks so cute like that. And it's another day in Adopt Me. It looks like I'm working on aging up those neon wrens so I can be able to make that mega. And also I started working on the mecha rabbits because I have 4 of those so I can make a neon. And then I'm also trying to age up those snowball pugs, and they take a little while because they're ultra rares. But I'm hoping to kind of like keep up with myself, like as I get them, then I'm aging them up. I'm really hoping that I get some awesome trades today. I had this person offer for this neon flyride cobra. They offered me this flyride phoenix, which are frost phoenix, which I absolutely love. I think they're super cute. And then this ride ladybug that just went out of the game. And this person accepted the first trade window and then they declined. Oh my gosh, guys, you will not believe this next trade. This person asked me if they could offer for my munchkin cat. So I asked them if they wanted to offer for the regular one or the neon one. They said the neon one. And guys, their offer was really good. They started out with the mega flyride Maine Coon. I think those are so cute. But you have to think at the time of this trade, they were actually still in game, so I could still get the Maine Coons, but I could not get the Munchkin cats. And I don't have enough of these Munchkin cats to make a mega, which is kind of my like dream pet on my main account. So it's going to have to take a lot for me to trade this neon Munchkin cat away. Then they added in this Mega Ride Scarecrow cat. Okay, well, I had no idea what the value on this thing is. I mean, I don't really like it. I don't really think it's that cute, but guys, you would not believe the value on this pet. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking they were already over with that Mega Maine Coon, but they weren't. They were actually under. But then when they added in this Mega Scarecrow cat, they were like way over, and I had no idea. You guys have got to look up values on that pet. Then they added in this Neon Singularity Pisces. Well, I guess I didn't look up values, and I was just kind of looking at this, and I was thinking I really want to keep that Neon Munchkin cat, so I just told them no, or maybe like great offer, but no thanks, or something like that. Actually, I don't even think I said anything. I just kind of like, I don't know, I didn't do anything. I was just kind of looking at it, like trying to decide if I should take it or not, because I knew that this Munchkin cat, like the value of it was like going up. Then they added in this Neon Urchin, and those aren't worth like hardly anything, so that wasn't like too exciting. And then they added in those glasses. I have those glasses, so that wasn't too exciting. And I have all the paint colors like on my main account, so that wasn't too exciting. So in the end, I ended up telling them like, sorry, no thank you. And then you will not believe what they added. They started adding in so many megas and so many neons, I just couldn't even hardly keep up, and I was like, I am definitely going to accept this trade. Are they serious? I mean, they were already over before, except I kind of think that probably that Mega Scarecrow cat is probably like really hard to trade. I don't even know if the values could possibly be right on it, but I absolutely wanted this Mega Missile Troll, this Neon Snowball Pug, that Mega Jumping Spider. You guys already know I love that one. And then I thought they were going to come to chat and say like some of these, like if I added some of these, and they didn't. They accepted the trade. So of course I accepted the trade. I just could not believe this trade. I was like, there is no way they're going to go through with this trade. Like, no way. So then I accepted, and then I waited for the longest time, and guys, they declined, which I'm not surprised. But if that trade would have gone through, that would have been awesome. Luckily, I still get to keep this Neon Munchkin cat, which I absolutely love. After that, this person offered for my Neon Onset. At first, they put in this Ride Unicorn. I thought they were going to go through with it, but no, they declined. Well, here's a look at my inventory at the end of month 10. Guys, a lot actually did change over the last couple days. I made a lot of neons, and I got a couple good trades, and I'm just getting a little bit closer to having like enough to make that Mega Warthog and that Mega Highland Cow. I'm still hoping I get a bunch more like of the Snowball Pugs, but after 10 months, I am so happy with this inventory. I just have 2 months left, and I hope that I can get an even better inventory. This is the end of day 301. Bye guys, until next time.